Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost at $1 billion. Three PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the plight of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up the paper until you read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 42 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are that? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it'll start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Sac Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
Van Sanders, Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear a suspect down, 10-4. That's 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind. And we are back, as Brother New says, and I don't have to introduce myself, because if you don't know who the hell I am by now, that means your ass wasn't watching the last stream. Yeah, we about to throw down with the Hours of Power debates. We have Queen MA'AT, Lady MA'AT is here, and she will be squaring off with the one and only Brother J.I. Now, being that this is an official debate, y'all know I had to bring in the official T.P.O.T timekeeper. So we're waiting for my timekeeper to come through because y'all don't want me keeping time, god damn it, because it'll be all fucked up. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and explain the rules for those of you who don't know what they are. First, we start off with our topic. Brother J.I is here, so we already know what the topic is, aborting financially. So we have the negative and we have the affirmative. Of course, Brother J.I is the affirmative. Lady MA'AT is the negative. Therefore, the negative always goes first. The first round is opening statements. Now, we're going to start, because it's late, we're going to do 5-minute opening statements as opposed to 7, right? Each debater lays down their premise. The next debater lays down theirs. Then we go into the rebuttal round. Now, the rebuttal rounds are going to be 4 minutes per debater. We're going to do 2 rounds of rebuttal. Then we go into the round that everyone's always waiting for. That will be the rapid fire. Rapid fire, there is no clock, there is no timekeeper, there is no ref. The 2 debaters get to go head to head, straightforward action. We'll probably clock that though at about 12 minutes or so. It all depends on how it's going, maybe 15. After that, we go to something called closing statements, and each debater will have 5 minutes for their closing arguments. And after that, we go to the polls. Once we're done with the polls, if the debaters have enough time, we stick around and you can ask questions of my debaters. Now, y'all know how it go. If you don't super chat those questions, X will not read them. All right. All right. So, I know Brother KIT was in the chat before. Let me see. I might have to hit him on the phone. I did send him the link. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and try to keep the time for y'all until the official timekeeper gets here. He does a much better goddamn job than I do.
Hey, what's going on, X? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, what's good, Brother J.I? What's good with it, man?
Nothing much, man. Again, appreciate you hosting these debates
Absolutely.
on all manner of topics, man. That we really need this type of discussion, showing people we can have talks on all manner of conversations in an intellectual way, you know?
Absolutely. I totally agree. I'm just trying to get the clock set up, man, because I don't usually do this. We have a timekeeper here, but he might be caught up in something, so I guess he'll be along eventually. So y'all just have to deal with OX for now.
Yeah, we usually don't do it this late. Hey, MA'AT, have you read my petition?
Salute, sir. What petition?
My petition actually for financial abortion. I posted in the chat, so after your opening statement or where I'm going, you can click on it and read it.
No, I haven't read it.
Okay.
And where is it posted?
I said I just posted it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
All right. We got the clock up. Lady MA'AT is the negative, so she will be going first. Lady MA'AT, 5 minutes on the clock. Opening statements. Pull the trigger.
Okay. I'm a little bit tired, but let me just get right into it. To the Black man, I'll say abortion is like fire. It is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. The meaning of domicide is a concept proposed by U.S. political scientist Rudolph Rummel to describe the intentional killing of an unarmed or disarmed person by government agents, action in their authoritative capacity and pursuant to government policy or high command. According to Ramo, this definition covers a wide range of deaths, including forced labor and concentration camp victims, killing by unofficial private groups, extrajudicial summary killings, and mass death to the government acts of criminal omission and neglect, such as in deliberate famines, as well as killings by de facto governments, i.e., civil war killings. This definition covers any murder of any number of persons by the government. Rommel created the term domicide as an extended concept to include the forms of government murder not covered by the term genocide. According to Rommel, genocide surpassed war as the leading cause of non-natural deaths in the 20th century. Governments have killed over 261 million people, and it's the number one cause of unnatural death in the 20th and 21st centuries. Western colonialism killed over 51 million people. Bertrand Russell, quote, diet, injections, and injunctions will combine from a very early age to produce the sort of character and the sort of beliefs that the authorities consider desirable, and any serious criticism of the powers that be will be psychologically impossible. To the Black man, I want to say, don't be full of bravado and chutzpah. Chutzpah means to be full of extreme self-confidence or audacity, that killing your babies is a good thing. And quickly, I would say abortion impacts African Americans at a higher rate than any other population group. When you use the percentages, it indicates that of the over 44 million abortions since the year 1973, Roe v. Wade Supreme Court ruling, 19 million Black babies were aborted. And let me see. So those numbers are shockingly high. At a ratio of 474 abortions per 1,000 live births, Black women have the highest ratio of any group in the country killing Black babies. So we hear a lot of talk that Black Lives Matter is the talking point of the day, that Black Lives Matter. But the reality we're seeing in private discussions is that the Black man or the Black woman truly value Black lives. And I find it rather hypocritical for financial benefit and purposes. The Black man would stand by domicide or genocide of the Black man or Black woman just because they're simply fetuses unborn. I'm pro-life, and so I believe all lives have the right to be born. And I'll rest my case there.
All right. And breaking news, goddammit, breaking news. The official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates has arrived. None other than my man, Keep It Techie. Get on down there and check Keep It Techie out, man. Go down there, hit his YouTube page, and also check him out on keepittechie.com. So now the time can be kept the way it's supposed to be. What's good with it, brother KIT?
What's up, T.P.O.T? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Glad you here, man. Glad you here. Now that the real timekeeper is here, he can go ahead and set up. We're doing opening statements, so it's 5 minutes. So, all right, 5 minutes on the clock, brother J.I. Pull the trigger, sir.
All right. Peace to you, Keep It Techie. So
Peace,
my
peace.
opponent is making racial arguments. This is not about black, white, green, yellow, orange. It's not about any of that. Ironically enough, even though my opponent made all manners of appeal to moral superiority and claiming to know what's morally right or wrong, I did not hear my opponent say anything about financial abortion, which is what we are debating. Now, my opponent seems to believe that women having the ability to abort is morally wrong. She seems to believe that it is killing the child, and that's a debate that can be had for another time. But this debate is about whether or not men should have the right to financially abort, thereby making it equal, having men have equal rights under the law as women. Okay? She did not speak to financial abortion. So since she did not speak to financial abortion, she did not speak to the unfairness of the law and the imbalance that we face today. I'm not here to deal with imagine moral superiority or imagine right or wrong that you believe because it's subjective. What one person thinks is right, another person can think is wrong for all manner of different reasons. Okay. There is no such thing as objective reality as objective morality, as much as we would like to believe that there is. Everybody draws their sense of right and wrong from, even when you draw it from the same source, like for example, the Bible, everybody, you can still get different things out of it and interpret things differently. So there is no one source of morality. But what we can do is have fairness under the law. The reality is that if a man and woman have sex, okay, both consenting to the act, and that woman comes up pregnant after the fact, after conception, okay, after, not before. This is not about being responsible. This is not about using protection. This is not about picking one, none of that. After a woman is already pregnant, okay, so we're going after that. The reality is that woman gets to decide if she wants to become a parent or not. Now, it may be for a host of different reasons. She may not want to be with that man. She may not want to have a kid with that man. She may understand that since she's not married, she doesn't need to have this man's child. She may not want to ruin her body. She may feel like it's unsafe. She may feel like she's too young. She may feel like she's not in a place in her career. Whatever the reason, okay, it doesn't matter. The point is legally under the law, she has the right to decide if she's going to carry that baby to term or not. Okay? She has the option if she wants to have an abortion. A man cannot force her, whether that man is her husband, whether that man is in love with her, whether that man believes abortion is murder. He cannot stop her legally. We're talking about legally now from having an abortion if she wants to. Conversely, if a man does not want to have that child, he cannot force her to have an abortion if she does not want to. Okay? All of the choice lies with the woman. Now, I am of the opinion that it is a woman's body, so it should be a woman's choice. I agree with that. Okay, so let's get that clear. This is not an argument for men to have power or rights over a woman's body in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But a man should also have the same authorities over his own life. So, meaning if a man does not want to be a parent for any reason, whether he was just dealing with this chick, she was just a one night stand, he just don't want to be with her, he's not ready to have kids, he doesn't want to ever have kids, whatever his reason, he should be able to legally, okay, financially abort, which means he gets rid of all his financial obligation and forfeits all of his rights, essentially making it so that the woman basically just got a sperm donor, and he can't be on the hook for anything financially. That means no child support, okay, nothing, and it'll be treated as if the woman got a sperm donor. Now, whether you believe that women should be able to get sperm donors and have children by themselves and start families as single parents, that's again, whether you think that's right or wrong comes down to your personal opinion. But we live in a day and age where a woman can go down to a sperm bank, get a man's sperm, and then have a child and start a single family on her own. Women do it all the time, they do it every day. Okay. So this will be treated as no different. The woman still has choice and agency in this because she still has to choose to keep that child and carry it to term. And if she did so, then she just chose to have a child and be a single parent with a sperm donor. So she'll be treated as any woman that just got a sperm donor. But in this situation, the scenario, the man had agency over when he decided to become a parent, making things equal under the law. We'll leave it there for now.
All right. So now we are going into the rebuttal round. The rebuttal rounds will be 4 minutes per. So we left off with Brother J.I. So, Lady MA'AT, you are up. This is the rebuttal round. Pull the trigger.
Thank you, sir. Now, to rebut you, J.I., my good brother, let me start by saying you said that I was wrong for citing the racial implications of abortion. You claim that you or your stance on abortion is not racial, but in another breath, you say Black women having babies or too many babies is a weapon used against Black men that creates a financial disadvantage. Then you went on to ramble about various abortion issues and methods. You wrongfully stated that I did not state the financial aspects of abortion. This is true because I simply made my personal opening statement according to my facts, not his. Then J.I. claims he agrees that abortion is up to the woman to choose and she has the final say so. This is, if this is true, then how can he therefore go on to say that he wants to be able to use abortion as a financial advantage, regardless of whether this issue is racial or if it's through the guise of a woman's rights to choose? Do not get caught up in the tropes. The issue is why I'm asking Brother J.I. is why is financial abortion good? J.I. failed to clarify or state why he believes financial abortion is good. And so I'll renege my time there.
All right. You stopping there. Brother J.I., do you want that 205?
Yes.
All right. Give me 6:05 on the clock. Brother J.I., you are up, sir. Pull the trigger.
All right. So here's what it really comes down to. I said nothing about race. Like she keeps trying to make this a race thing. I didn't say anything about a race. I didn't say anything about black, white, whatever. And I specifically recall saying that this is not about being black, white, green, purple, or whatever. I know I said that. She's trying to make it this black and white thing, this black community thing. I am not coming from that angle, and I said that up front. Okay. Again, she said that I did not talk about why financial abortion is a good thing. Yes, I did. So since I have a little bit extra time, let me re-explain. Right and wrong is subjective. Let me say it one more time. Right and wrong is subjective. I know I pointed this out in my opening, but I guess I have to re-clarify. What one person thinks is right, the person down the street may think that that is wrong. Some people think that women, I've met people, had conversation with people, they don't believe women should wear pants. They believe it's a masculine act and that it is out of character and out of pocket for a woman to wear pants. Some people don't think that that matters. Okay? So there's an example of right and wrong being subjective. Now, what's not subjective is legal and illegal. Now, legality is not to be confused with morality, meaning what is legal and illegal does not necessarily line up with what you think is right or wrong. What's legal and illegal doesn't speak to right and wrong, it speaks to what is allowable and what's punishable in a society by law. That's an important aspect that we really need to get understood, okay? Because my argument is of the legal inequality. And when I say legal inequality, I thought I was clear in explaining how it's unequal, but let me go back and do it again. After a woman is pregnant, she has a choice that she can make at that point, whether or not to continue pregnancy. It's called abortion. She has the right to implement it legally. They got this right during Roe v. Wade. Okay? So that shows you that they did not always have the right. Women did not used to have the autonomy over their bodies that they do today. So that shows you this is not about anything right or wrong. This is about legal and illegal. Just as women did not have the right, but now they do, it is now time for men to fight for their rights. Men, we do not have any rights as it concerns reproduction, but we should. And in order for our rights not to infringe upon a woman's rights, our rights to abortion need to look financial, which is what financial abortion is all about. It's about a man being able to determine and decide when he becomes a parent, okay? When he becomes a parent, the same way a woman gets to decide after pregnancy when she becomes a parent. Okay, these are the laws that govern us. Right now, men don't have any say in that, and that is wrong. Not that I want men to have say over a woman's body, but I want a man to have a say over what happens to his life because his life is just as important. Okay, it affects the decision that that woman makes is going to affect that man just as much. And it's not about anything right or wrong, it's about what the law does to men. So if a woman wants to have that baby, that man is going to be held liable, whether she was a one night stand, whether he told her up front he didn't want to have kids, whether he, whatever. That man's going to be held liable, and that is not fair if that man did not want to start a family with her. Okay, we're not talking about right or wrong. If you think, oh, because he laid down, he knew what could happen and blah, 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 blah. No, because the woman knew what could happen too, but she's, guess what? She still has legal rights to abandon that responsibility. Period. I don't want to hear this, oh, well, men just need to be more responsible. You need to choose better. This is not about choosing better. This is not about being irresponsible. This is not about wearing condoms. This is not about any of that. This is about a man's legal rights after the fact, which men do not have, but women do. That is inequality. That is what you call inequality. When one side can do something, but the other side cannot, that is inequality. Okay. This is a blatant example of the inequality in the laws that favor women over men. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, it's in her body, blah, blah. It affects the man's life just as much. There are men who kill themselves over over being in a hole over child support. They're broken financially. They're harassed by the state. It's unfair. There are men who suffer from this. So if you don't care, if your response is you don't care what happens to these men, then my response is I don't care what happens to the women. And if you want to get to a point in society where we play well, we're just gonna do it anyway. We don't care that men suffer. What's gonna happen is the pendulum is gonna swing back, and men are gonna once it. I don't know what the tipping point will be, but there will be a point where men say, you know what? The only thing that's stopping us is these laws. They don't care what happens to us. So you know what? We're gonna forcibly change these laws. Men are going to wage war as it always has been throughout history. And once bloodshed is spilled, women are not going to stand up and fight men. That's not what's going to happen. They are going to end up subjugated and in a far worse position because once men realize, okay, we can change this forcibly, they may go even further and women may end up in a worse position because men settle things all throughout history via bloodshed. And if men decide that women are the enemy and rise up against that, women will not be able to stop that. So I propose that we fix it legally before it has to get to that level.
All right. 4 minutes on the clock. This is going to be the final rebuttal round. Lady MA'AT, you are up. Pull the trigger.
Thank you, sir. I feel this will be the knockout TKO for you, J.I. Walk with me. I did not say it was about race abortion, J.I. You implied that. And it's true. You did not clarify why abortion is good. If right and wrong is subjective or non-subjective, then why do you feel that this is an issue up for debate? Considering you, sir, said that abortion should be left up to the woman to choose. I, being a woman, if I were to choose to abort my baby, then how could you contest that or have a point to debate me on? And how does legal inequality factor in if there are also laws, abortion laws, and regulations that a woman has to follow as well as a man? You say men don't have rights to infringe upon abortion. I'll remind you that women also have to follow the laws regarding abortion. It seems you are using an envious or emotional argument to contest a woman's right to choose, a choice that you said you support. I still have not heard any corrigible, legible justification for your stance for pro-abortion, financial abortion. But I can tell you that having kids benefit parents financially as a tax write-off, or as the child grows up and then can provide financially for the child or the parent. I'm sorry. How can J.I. say a woman doesn't care about a man or what happens to a man if by women choosing to have children, therefore keeping those children alive, be they boys or girls? Boys, predominantly in this context, if they grow up to be men, then this alone debunks J.I.'s claim that women don't care about men. Sounds like emotional, tick for tack, goalpost moving, excuse making. He cannot quantify why he feels women deciding to not abort their children is a bad thing. And he has failed to quantify how this alleged financial abortion helps economically, socially, politically, in any way for a man, regardless of his race or color. J.I., you brought up the tropes of race, then brought up the trope of a woman's right to choose. All irrelevant considering a woman must also follow abortion laws. And that whether or not it's a woman's right to choose, nothing changes regarding the financial aspects of whether it's good or bad to abort a kid. My stance is this in closing. You cannot say you're against a woman who's against a man and doesn't care about men, and then go on to say Black Lives Matter, as I said before, that women don't care what happens to men. Well, in all reality, it seems you don't care what happens to men wanting to abort Black boys. You stand, sir, corrected. And I rest my case.
All right. Brother J.I. Who the hell is that giggling? God damn it!
There is no point. What do you want? There is no. I know.
Go ahead,
I know.
start my time. Go ahead, start my time.
Hold on.
I know. I impressed you, but don't play.
4 minutes. 4 minutes on the clock, brother J.I. You are up, sir. Pull the trigger.
All right, let me try to walk this back. This is ridiculousness. Now, she asked how financial abortion helps the economy or the man. Simple. All behavior, all right, is a product of the consequences. What does this mean? This means that women right now, they get pregnant because they know they stand to gain and benefit. They know that no matter what, they'll be able to put the man on child support and get help from the government. In fact, it happens, it's so well known that there are generations of women living in the same Section 8 housing. It's not something I've made up. It's something we're all familiar with. You can look it up for yourself, and that is literally their hustle for life, is to have kids. Okay, they know they have the thing down to a science, how much child support they can get from various men, how much government aid they can get, and they literally pass it down through generations. So if they understood that, no, you're going to be cut off, you're not going to be getting any benefits from a man, no child support, period, it will curb women's bad decision making, because they understand, okay, I can't just put this man on child support and get these benefits like this. So that's not that's one way that it will help make people make better decisions. She's speaking in circles and claiming that I'm against women having abortions or something. I'm not against women. I don't care anything about that. I thought I've made that clear. I'm for women having the choice. I'm for women having the choice. I just want men to have a choice as well. Okay, what she has not said is that the law is fair, because she understands intellectually that it's unfair as it is. And the thing about laws, when they're unfair, guess what? They can be changed. Okay, laws can be changed. All they are rules made up by society. So we can change them to make them fair. To make them fair, we would have to give men financial abortion. Okay. She's not spoken once to the inequality in the law. She's not said once that the system that we have is fair. She keeps talking about abortion. Listen, I don't care about abortion. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care about any of that. I care that the law is unfair as it concerns men. That is it. The law is unfair and it's biased against men. All I'm saying is very simple. Listen to this very simple sentence. If a woman can legally have an abortion, a man should be able to legally have the equivalent. That's it. That is very cut and dry and simple. I'm not talking about abortions. I'm not talking about, oh, they're killing with her. That's her. She keeps talking about it. I don't care about any of that. My argument is very simple, and I've stood on it throughout time. If a woman has an ability to forfeit becoming a parent and get rid of those rights after pregnancy, a man should have that same ability. And guess what? We don't live in a day and age governed by the morality of old, meaning the biblical morality, meaning that, oh, if you do it, you just got to take care. No, we don't live in that world anymore. That world is gone. We do not operate by those principles or those beliefs anymore. This is a legal issue, not an issue of morality. And the fact remains simply that she will not touch. She keeps making about anything else. I don't care about women having abortion. This is about men having financial abortion. Okay. She will not speak to the law being unequal. She's not brought up the law in this regard at all. She's not said that this law is fair at all. She's not said that it's fair the way it is at all. She will not acknowledge that it is unfair and that men can change it. This is my plight for men to sign my petition. Okay. Because every chance I get, I'm trying to raise awareness of it so the conversation can be had, so eventually real legal action can be taken. Period. Everything starts somewhere. Okay. Roe v. Wade started somewhere. There were many cases, and eventually one blew up, which we know is Roe v. Wade, and then women got those rights. Well, one day I have a dream there will be a J.I. v. Wade. Okay. And we will get the same privileges.
All right. That's time. That's time. That's time. Now we move into the rapid fire round. We're gonna clock it. We're gonna clock it at 12 minutes. All right. We're gonna see how it goes. But this is rapid fire. Y'all know how rapid fire goes. No stopping, no nothing. Y'all go head to head. So we left off with Brother J.I. We'll pick up with Lady MA'AT. Pull the trigger, Lady MA'AT. This is rapid fire.
Okay. J.I., you said if a woman knows she won't get any benefits from the government without a man around, or she won't get benefits from a man, she won't abort her child, but that's not true. The record reflects that the government has incentivized, for a fact, single motherhood. She will get benefits without you.
That's a separate argument. Oh no, hold on. That's a separate argument, and that will be curbed. No, that's a separate argument.
How can you debunk
the state giving resources, and if a woman knew, there wouldn't be any women trying to get pregnant. She understood that no, she's not going to get any help from the man. That would make a large amount of
How would that change anything when she's going to get help from the government? No, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
What you're making is a separate argument, and that's an argument.
No, it's not a separate argument. It's the same argument.
It's a separate argument. But there would be a lot of women who understand.
No. Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
If I get pregnant, this man is not going to be liable at all. He's not going to help at all.
Go on. Wait. You got to hear me too. Let me ask you a question.
A lot of women.
Wait. How is my point not relevant when
if you
were my man and you walk out the door, I call up the government to get benefits. I don't need you.
That's a separate issue.
It's not a separate issue. How is it separate in this household? I would get benefits with or without you.
No, that's a separate issue. And I don't
Well,
think that the
show me how
government should
it's
be given
separate in
benefits like
2
that.
seconds.
Listen,
Show me how it's separate.
that's
See, you're moving the goalposts
I'm
all
not
night,
moving the goalposts.
bringing up tropes,
I'm not moving the
unnecessary
goalposts.
tropes. Well,
I'm
stick
not
to
moving
this
the
fact.
goalposts.
How is it
This is a
not a
fact.
fact
If
that a
you knew
woman
that
getting
if you
benefits from
knew
the
that I would not
government
be
in
liable
your
at all, you would be
absence
less likely to do
proves
it.
you wrong? How so,
Listen,
Sway?
listen.
How,
If you
Sway?
knew that if a woman knew that she cannot put the man on child support, she would be less likely.
She doesn't
More
even need
women would be
freaking
less
child
likely to have
support.
children.
Well, she doesn't even need child support. She just needs
That's a separate issue,
welfare.
and that is an
What do you
issue.
mean? It's not
That's
a
a separate
separate
issue.
issue.
That's a welfare issue, and that's a
She can
whole
get
different
general
debate.
assistance. No.
welfare issue.
Wait. Apparently, you don't know your stuff. WIC applies
Listen,
to
do you?
babies.
I
Welfare,
already
general
answered your
assistance
question.
per
Now let me
baby
ask you: do you believe that this system is
applies.
fair? Do you believe that it's fair that a woman can have an abortion and a man
Okay,
cannot?
great question. Now you want to talk about fairness, but you went on to say
The
that
law. Do you believe that it's fair
wait.
that a woman can have an
First of
abortion and a man
all,
cannot?
well,
That's a
first
yes
of
or
all,
no.
men can't. Oh, hold up. Let me answer. Men can't have babies. What is this fairness crap? It's a trope. It is moving the
Oh my goodness.
goalposts. It doesn't apply. You have to
Legally.
quantify
So let me
how
ask you: do you believe
the
that men should have a
fairness.
legal equivalent?
You have to
Do you believe
quantify
that
how
men should have a
fairness.
legal equivalent to abortion?
And say that again.
Do you believe that men should have a legal equivalent to abortion?
And they do. Care for
No,
me
they
to
don't. What is
enlighten
it?
you, sir? It's
What
called a
is it?
relationship. It's called a relationship. Now,
Oh
you're
my God.
assuming in some relationships,
Oh my God.
women always wear the pants. Not in all relationships. In some relationships.
You're not talking.
No. She leaves it up to the man to choose.
Equivalent.
No.
I said
Wait,
a
there is
legal equivalent to abortion.
I'm explaining
What is
it.
a man's legal equivalent to abortion?
As the head of his household, he has the right
Oh my God.
to say in a household where he's the head of the house, no,
I said a legal
I want you to abort the baby. That is still legal. It's under common law. Wait. It's under common law and common law and common law marriage.
Are you hearing me? I said
yes,
a
I
legal
did.
equivalent to abortion.
There it is. That is legal for a man who's head of his house. It is legal. Okay, first of all, tell me it's illegal.
Are you
No, it's
purposely
not.
being obtuse?
Are you just
A
moving the
woman
goalposts? Answer
can
one of
get
my
rid of
questions and quit
all
running.
of her
It's not.
financial
No, it's not a
responsibilities
good
via
look. I'm
abortion.
asking you now.
What is
How
the
is it
man?
illegal for a man who's head of his household to say abort that baby? If a woman can also choose to abort that baby,
that is
how
not
is it?
in the law.
That's
You are
yes,
not
it
talking
is.
about the law.
It's not against the law.
Listen
Well,
this
first of
right
all,
here. If a
tell me
woman
how
doesn't
it's
want a child, she
against
can
the
give an
law. Is
abortion.
what I want to
If
know.
a
How is
man
it?
doesn't want a
No.
child, can he go have an abortion? That's a
Tell
simple
me.
question. If a woman doesn't want a child, she can have an abortion. We know that's true. If a man doesn't want a child, can he go have an abortion?
If he's head of his household, you won't
No.
take this issue
You know that he
on.
legally cannot.
That's
a
yes,
lie.
he can. What are you talking about? If he's head of his household,
oh my
and
God,
this woman respects his authority, he can assert himself.
A
What
woman can do it independent of the man. You're talking about
and
what you're talking
he
about
can
is
do
you're
it
saying that a
independent of her
man
if he's head of the
can try
household.
to
Look, we're not
convince.
gonna.
No, what you're saying is a man can try to convince a
You're
woman to do what she
arguing
wants.
tropes.
That's ridiculousness.
And no,
You're
it's not
being
really. You're
ridiculous.
running all over the place. First, you said incorrectly. I said it's about race, and then you said,
because you keep bringing up black this
your
and black
arguments
that.
are non-subjective
You keep
or
bringing up
subjective.
black
Well,
this and
hold
black
on.
that.
This
Hold on, that's
fairness
because
thing.
you brought up black this and black that.
The fairness thing is also a trope and not relevant. And
no, yes, it is. I just told you how.
And
listen,
it's subjective. Not every man
it's not subjective.
Not every man feels the way you do about abortion. Some men handle their business. Some men run their households. Not all men cower from their responsibilities and say, "Oh, I don't want to."
This is about legal rights.
You to abort that
we do
kid.
not live in a day and age where the man can just do whatever he wants and the woman has to abide.
That's in your head and your head alone.
A man cannot stop a woman from having an abortion.
Okay, prove to me that all men agree with you on this issue.
That's never what I said.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Speaking like it's what you're saying. It's just not so, sir. It's just not so, sir. The reality is you've been knocked out in this debate. You cannot prove a man's right to abort a child, help him financially. You cannot prove or disprove a woman has more rights in the equation.
I'll prove it to you right now. The average is about over $200,000 to raise a child from 0 to 18, about over $200,000.
And that's assuming you want to send them to
So that would
college.
save it.
That's
So a financial abortion
assuming.
would automatically
No,
save him
no, that's assuming you
$200,000.
want them to have
Hold on. A
life
financial
esteem.
abortion would automatically save him over $200,000. I just proved that factually. So a
No,
financial
you can't
abortion
prove that.
would
I
save
can
him
also
at
prove
minimum
to
over
you that.
$200,000. Because hold on, that's what it said. The average is
So,
over
okay, so
$200,000
basically,
to raise a
wait.
child. So it would automatically save him. So I just proved you
First of
wrong
all,
there
you said
financially.
that a woman doesn't care about these men. Oh, the laws are so unfair. Then you go on to
I
say,
said
I should be
women
able to
have the right to
murder
do it
a
legally.
black
Listen,
boy
women have the right
through
to do it legally.
abortion.
Listen, I'm not talking about who
Big
cares
deal.
not
But you
what
said
they
you should
legally
have
can
the
do.
right. So why are you throwing out there, sir,
Women
that
can legally
women
do
don't
it.
care about
I
men
said that
if
clearly.
men
I don't
equally
care what
don't
they're
care
doing.
about
Women can
black
legally do
boys?
it.
See,
Listen,
none of your tropes
you
and none
just
of your
said that. You're
arguments are
bringing race into
standing,
it
sir.
again.
You're getting
You're
knocked out on
bringing
the ropes,
race
sir. You're
into
getting
it
look,
again.
you're getting
This is
beat
a
up real
legal.
bad here.
Oh my goodness.
None of your points are making any sense or holding water. How
Oh
is
my
it
goodness.
cool for a man to not care about black boys and then go on and say women
You
don't
keep
care
talking about
about
caring
boys?
about. You keep talking about caring about black boys. You're not.
Well, I'll
You're not
take the
saying
black off it. I'm sorry I
anything.
said it. That's not what I meant. I said, how
You've been
can you
doing that
go
this
out
whole
there?
time.
Well,
Listen,
that's
it is
neither here nor
legally
that's neither here
unfair.
nor freaking there. You're just trying to move the goalposts. I'm asking you a
The goal.
specific
You've
question.
not addressed
How
what the
is it a
issue
thing?
is.
Yeah, but here's the issue, and you won't freaking listen. I
This is a
said,
legal
you
issue.
went on a limb and said women don't care about what happens to men. Then you're saying, oh, I want to be able to abort
Who
a
said
man,
women don't care
potential
about what happens to
man,
men?
when he grows up. And now you're saying,
No,
oh,
no,
it's
no, no,
just the
no, no, no.
women.
Who said women don't care about having? I don't care about any of that. What
You
is
said you
factually
know one of
true
your
is
arguments
a woman can
earlier.
have an abortion. Listen, you're being purposely obtuse. What's
Oh well,
factually
here
true
you go.
is a
You said it
woman
out of your
can have
own
an
mouth
abortion.
earlier
Listen,
that
a man,
women
you
don't
lied.
care what
No,
happens
you
to
lied
men.
and said that a man has a legal equivalent. You lied
Here
and
you
said
go.
that.
But we're
When
not
you
on
know
that now. We're
that a
talking
man
about
does
your
not. No, no,
earlier
you
lie.
lied. I
You keep
asked you
moving the
already, and
goalposts
you
all
lied.
night.
I'm gonna ask
Okay,
you one
well,
more time.
okay.
Does a man have a legal equivalent to abortion? Does
Oh,
a man have
Lord.
a legal
I said
equivalent to
he
abortion?
did. Yes, I did. I answered that question. I said a man
And
who's head
you
of his
lied because you
household.
know he does not
Excuse
have a
me,
legal
you didn't
abortion.
prove it was a lie.
I'm proving it to
You've
you
been
right
going
now.
on all night saying
Listen, and I'm about to prove it to
emotional
you right now.
tropes
You're
that you
completely
can't prove.
disingenuous and you
That's
completely
not, no,
lied.
no.
You know
You,
that a man does not have legal rights to an abortion. A man
that's
cannot
not
stop a
true.
woman.
Because in the
A
one
man
breath,
cannot
you
stop
guys
a woman
say,
from having an abortion, and a man cannot
no, no,
force
no.
a woman
And
to
the,
have
no,
an
no, no,
abortion.
no, no, no,
You
no,
know
not
that
according, no, no,
legally
no. Well,
he
okay.
has no equivalent.
Wait.
You're lying.
Okay, I'm going to shut you down right now. What about biblical law?
What about what?
Biblical law. You
What about
said I
biblical?
can't cite a law, but in God's world, a man is head of his house. So don't laugh. You're getting beat up, man. You're getting beat up bad. Not a good look.
You said
Tell
what about
me,
biblical
what
law?
about a law? What about biblical law? Yeah.
What
Christian
about
men,
biblical
Hebrew
law?
men, Catholic men, all these religious men, right? Who believe God is a man that run their house. So
What
you're gonna
about
dare
them?
tell me,
What
you're gonna dare tell
about
me
them?
there is no law? We're in God's world. According to religious women, they listen to their men, made in the image of God, and won't
You're talking about a
abort
man
their
being
kids
able to,
or
on a
will
personal,
abort
what
their
you're
kids.
talking
And see,
about
the
is a
thing
man,
is,
some
you
men being
just don't
able to,
want
on
to
a personal
you can't
level,
handle the truth.
persuade.
You ask a
Listen,
question, I
listen,
give
what
you
you're
an
talking
answer,
about,
and you run again.
I'm not running.
Where are you
I'm
running
addressing
now?
you.
What's the point?
Listen, I'm addressing you right now. What you just said, what you're talking about is on a personal level. Some men may be
And
able
you're
to
personal with
persuade
me
a
now. What's
woman.
your
No,
point?
that has nothing to do with legality. What you said, you're talking about on a
Of course
personal
it
level,
doesn't.
based off
But
some
all those
personal
tropes were
beliefs.
your
Some men can persuade
arguments.
their women to do what they want. You're
You're
talking
getting
about
beat up,
the power
man.
of
Man, you're
that has
all over
nothing
the
to do with
ropes.
legality. That is not a legal thing. That is not a legal right that a
Legality?
man has.
Well,
You're
no
talking
shit,
about some
Sherlock. It has
men.
nothing to do with
No, what you
legality.
said is some men can persuade their women to do what they want based off their personal beliefs.
Oh my
That
God.
is not a
You're
legal right.
assuming. Wait.
That is not a legal right.
You assume. Here you go again. You assume all women run their households. It's not true.
That has nothing to do with anything.
You're
It's not about
assuming
running
all
households.
women. No, acknowledge some
You keep bringing
abortion
up things that
law.
have nothing to do
Not
with the
true.
point.
Not
What are
true
you
at all.
talking
The
about?
point you asked me, what law can I cite? I said biblical law. You wouldn't
That's
accept
not
it.
real.
You
That
know
doesn't
you're
hold
wrong.
up
You
in the
know you're
court of law,
lying.
lady.
You know you're lying.
You
I'm
don't.
beating you up, man. Yeah, look. The reality is you
disingenuousness.
are on the ropes. You are down for the count
I
now,
hope.
sir. Just
I
tap
just
out
sincerely
gracefully.
hope that you do not believe that you're
You
making a sensible argument. I just hope that you're
oh,
trolling me
oh yes,
purposely.
I am. I'm the only one
I
making
hope
sense of
that
here.
you're
You
trolling me
said
purposely.
no,
That's
no.
just
You
all I can
said
hope.
that no. You said women don't care about what happens to these men. Then you went on and
I
say
didn't even say
women
that. That's not even my argument. My
have an
argument is that the
unfair
law is unfair,
advantage.
and you don't care that the law is unfair.
And then you said you don't care about these men or young men because you're
Oh,
aborting them. And then you
all
say,
right.
what
That's
legal law can I
time.
cite? I said biblical law. You
That's
laughed.
Amazing.
time. That's time. That's time.
Forget it.
That's time,
Amazing.
debaters. That is time, debaters. That's time. All right. Now we go to closing statements. We led off with Lady MA'AT, so we'll be leading off the closing statements with Brother
Oh,
J.I. Timekeeper, can I have 5 minutes on the clock, please?
oh my goodness.
All right. Brother J.I., 5 minutes on the clock. You are up, sir. Pull the trigger. Closing statements.
All right, so this has devolved into utter madness. She's not dealing with the point. She brought up biblical law. She's disingenuous. She knows when I asked, do men have a legal equivalent to abortion? She said biblical law. As the brother spiritual Hulk just super chatted, that's not recognized in a court of law. They're all manner of different religions. They're not recognized in a court of law. This has nothing to do with anything. What she was referring to was that some men, based off beliefs, that personal beliefs that them and their partner may have, they may be able to persuade their women to do different things. But that does not mean that their woman cannot legally still do what she's allowed to legally do. There are Christians, women who would check Christian on a Scantron or whatever, and there are countless stories you can look up of men who are Christian and hold those beliefs that she talked about that did not want their child aborted. The woman still aborted them. You know why? Because they legally had the right to. She's purposely being obtuse and disingenuous. She understands that the law is unfair. She like many women, they don't care. They truly do not care. Man, this is a legal issue that we're going to have to fight for. There are people who make arguments of just have safe sex or don't sleep with random women. That is not what this is about. The people that say things like that, they miss the forest for the trees. Okay. This is about having legal rights under the law. Abortion for women is a right that they have that controls their fate. Being able to control when you become a parent or not is a powerful decision. Okay. And regardless of whatever you want to put it under, abortion is and it's terminating your responsibility. That's what it is. That is the outcome. Men deserve that same power and that same right. We live in a day and age where women can become single parents by choice all the time. I already told you, women can go get a sperm donor, they can go start a family. If you get a woman pregnant, that does not make you a family. That we understood this in days of old. You had a bastard. That's what it was, and it had no rights to the father's anything because the father had not entered into any union with that woman. Okay, so we're not going to act like we don't understand what this is. Sleeping with the woman does not make you a family. That is not what makes a family. So the people that make the you're abandoning your family argument, there was never a family intact there. That is not what a family is. They just had sex, and in this day and age, the woman was foolish enough to allow herself to become pregnant as a result of just messing around from a man who wanted nothing to do with her on that level, and that's why they're not wise. This is it's madness. It's truly madness. According to, let me pull up the source. About 4 out of 10 pregnancies are unplanned. What does that tell you? That why would you just have a kid with somebody you're not even married to, for one, and somebody that does not even want a family for you? They do it because they legally know that they can put a man on child support. They know that they can hold leverage over the man. And even when people who say that, they don't get that much money, a lot of time it's not about the money. It's about them understanding that they're going to have something to hold over this man for the rest of their life. It's a power play. A lot of them do it for the power because they understand the position that the man is put in legally. This would fix that and this would bring equality. In her closing statement, notice this. She will not address, I would wager, anything that has to do with the actual topic, which is financial abortion. Okay, she will not say that the laws are unfair. She will not say that financial abortion would level the playing field for men in regards to women and it would make things fair. She won't say that. She's been talking nonsense, quite frankly, this entire time. I'm really lost at some of the things that she said. I'm hoping she's just purposely trolled, but it makes no sense to me maybe the viewers can understand or discern what she's saying. To me, it has nothing to do with financial abortion. To me, she's not addressed financial abortion. She's not addressed the inequality in the law. She's not addressed that men are in a position of servitude as it relates to women as soon as after sex is had, and that is unfair. She's not addressed the fairness of it and said that it is either fair or that it's unfair. She's not addressed financial abortion really at all. And again, she keeps trying to make this a race thing. It's not about race. Not for me. This is a men's rights issue. Okay, men. If you're hearing this, sign my petition. And if you're hearing this debate, just understand that reason is going to they're not going to side with us on this, man. This is something we're going to have to fight for ourselves, just like every other collective, every other group, okay, has been able to get their rights passed. Gay marriage got passed. They got to fight for their rights. They got it. And guess what? Homosexuality is a smaller percentage of people than there are men. So men, if we gather together and fight for our rights, we can get our rights up to par as well. And the moral of the story is financial abortion is the legal equivalent to abortion for a woman. And if we want equality under the law, then men have to have the same rights that women have. Period.
All right. 5 minutes on the clock. Timekeeper, please. Lady MA'AT, you are up. Pull the trigger. Closing statements.
Thank you, sir. J.I, you have to prove the law is unequal. You also said that I'm making it about race or women, which is not true. Men who run their households under common law do have an advantage. And this equals the abortion playing field. Women also have to follow the law in regards to abortion. So the law is not a benefit to women nor men in the equation. J.I. seems to make tropes and move the goalpost. He made very hypocritical and selfish arguments, but never made a strong case for a financial abortion. A child, sir, is only a bastard when one of the parents abandons or both parents abandon the child. I can prove that having children, however, benefits parents. In the case of tax write-offs, the child growing up to be that rock the parents can depend upon in old age financially. The issue with unplanned pregnancy is because both the parents got into a relationship without being ready. It is selfish, therefore, to blame the child who didn't ask to be born. On this matter, this is the failure of parents who didn't better themselves financially and to be ready tangibly for a relationship. There's more to a relationship than sex for sport and hit it or quit it, you dig. In life, there is no such thing as fairness or unfairness. Life in America, indeed, is an animated contest of liberty, you dig, meaning there will be good and bad times politically and financially speaking in the pursuit of happiness. Now, you say, J.I., sir, I didn't prove, my argument against financial abortion. I did. Because in a world where men say, oh, women don't care what happens to these men out here, but they turn around and want to abort their own children, I find that to be very hypocritical, sir. Weak argument indeed. My arguments all night have stood the test of time, ladies and gentlemen. You know you've heard the truth from my mouth. But the reality is, it is a failure to be so selfish, be so materialistic, to blame unborn children, because you were not prepared as parents, as adults, for one, a relationship, two, to get pregnant, to expect children. The real question, ladies and gentlemen, is do we continue domicide, gentrification, not gentrification, but genocide, at the hands of men or women? Or do we, as adults, take responsibility for our own actions so we can avoid in the future as adults making such baseless claims, moving the goalposts, excuse making while growing babies starve in the ghettos across America in the streets, while we abandon them as adults, while there is emphatically a generational wealth gap. So the question is, do we prepare ourselves for relationships first and then for family second? Those are the real arguments, ladies and gentlemen, not some whether, a woman has the right, the fairness for the woman over the man to abort their children. Scudderous, ludicrous, insane in the 20th or 21st century to be making such arguments are scary. You would find that mad men make such arguments, not intelligent men and women. And I rest my case.
All right. That's going to be time. All right. So now we go to the polls. If you believe that Lady MA'AT won the debate, put an M in the chat. If you believe Brother J.I won the debate, put a J in the chat. Put an M in the chat for Lady MA'AT. Put a J in the chat for Brother J.I. And here's a little something to help you think it over. All right. Like I said, if you believe Lady MA'AT won the debate, put an M in the chat. If you believe Brother J.I won the debate, put a J in the chat. Please only vote once, because if you vote twice, my moderators will block your black ass. So don't do it. Vote once. Let's see what we got here. Good shit, though. Good shit as always. I don't think I've had a quote unquote bad debate in the history of the T.P.O.T debates. So let's see what we got here. Let me scroll. All I see is J's. Let's see, one. What the hell is the one for? What the hell is the Q for? Goddamn, Brother BMT. Oh, I guess he's Queen Maya. Okay. It's looking like J.I.
You know what? This is ridiculous. He brought his buddies, but I can dig it. I can dig it, sir. I can dig it.
J.I. Yeah, it's looking like J.I. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna call it.
Hey, J.I. Brother, keep it techie. What's your vote?
That's so much freaking bias, dude. Really? You brought your friends, but it's all good. What? You did.
How do you vote?
Like J.I.
Oh man, in these debates, I'm always neutral.
Yes, he is the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates. Yeah, so we're gonna call this one for J.I. Good stuff though. I don't know what y'all looking like on time. What do y'all look like on time? Because usually we get a few questions from the chat.
I'm here for it, man.
So you're
Okay.
telling me all the common sense and the wisdom I drop, you think he won?
You didn't say nothing about financial abortion.
Oh,
You
yes,
know
I
the law is
did.
unfair.
He never
You know the law
answered
is
one of
unfair.
my questions at all, but you say
You know the law
I
is unfair.
lost.
You
It
jumped
is
around
not
and babbled
unfair.
about
It is
stuff.
not, but you know what? This is a male-centered platform. I'm a good sport. I can dig it. I know what happened.
So what are you looking like on time, Lady MA'AT?
I'm good. Why?
Because usually after these debates, we take a few questions from the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a little time to stay or?
I got plenty, sir.
Okay.
I can dig it.
So if you have questions for my debaters, y'all know how we do it here. Those questions must be super chatted or cash app, or I will not read them.
Hey, while they getting the
So
questions together, T.P.O.T, don't you
Oh
find it
my
strange
God.
that they always, the women, they never deal with the financial abortion thing. They never say that
Yes, I
yes, the law is
did. Yes, I
unfair.
did.
They never admit that yes, the law is unfair. They always
I
want to jump
said
to
financially, aborting a kid could hurt you. What about your dependents when you do your taxes? Or as you grow older, I said your kids can support you. You say that it's a benefit to get rid of them.
that
I
has
don't see
nothing to do
how.
with a man
I
having
don't
the
see
legal
how. And that's
ability to
my right.
decide.
But
That has
then you
nothing to
say
do with a man
I
having a
didn't
legal ability to decide.
cite that men had a fairness or can equal the playing field
Can
through biblical
this
law,
my
through being the
is the
head
law
of
fair
his
or unfair?
household. You failed to acknowledge it. I debunked your law crap. I said women have to follow the law too. There is
And is
such a
the
thing
law
as
fair or unfair? Is this
illegal
law fair or
abortion.
unfair? Is it fair or unfair for men? Is it fair or unfair for men?
Fairness does not exist, sir. I also said that fairness is a trope.
So then you admit that
In
it's
life,
unfair for men.
nothing's fair.
So you
One
admit that it's
man
unfair
can
for
live
men.
to be 99, the other dies at
So you
45.
admit that do
Nothing,
you admit
sir,
that the law
is
is
fair.
unfair?
What
Do
what
you
I will
admit she
admit,
won't
no,
she
what I
won't
will
say yes or
admit,
no?
what
She won't
because
because
I
they're
just
disingenuous.
did. You have some kind of
Is the
hearing
law
issue.
unfair, yes or no? Is
It
it
is
unfair,
not.
yes or no?
It is not. How many times do I have to tell you it is not, sir? I said there is no such
See,
thing as fairness.
she doesn't believe that the law is unfair.
I said no, that's not what I said. I said
Is the law fair, yes or
fairness.
no?
Fairness, yes, the law is fair. Fairness
Okay, so
is
she
not a
believes that it's
thing.
fair as it is.
Fairness is not a thing, is what I said.
You just
Well,
Prove
said
to
yes, it
me,
is.
no, prove to me in life
hold on a second.
there's a
Hold on a
standard of
second.
fairness.
Hold on a
I
Nothing's
will.
second.
fair.
Hold on a
Go
second,
ahead,
folks.
T-Pop.
Hold on a second, folks. Because while people, I guess, getting their questions together that they want to ask, it is now time for T.P.O.T's programming notes. Let's take a little break from the debate for a moment, folks, because I got a good lineup for you good folks over the next couple of days, actually over the next week. We start off with tomorrow, second installment of the Reckoning series. My man Jay Shine will be in the house, and a few other notable YouTubers will be here as well. And we will be talking about the hate watching. Yeah, so make sure you hear tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then next week, we lead it off with a moderated discussion here on the T.P.O.T debates. Brother M.O.T will be squaring off with the Green Gorilla. Yeah, and the subject will be, I believe, why do PhDs cover for street Negroes or something like that? You know, I'm ad-libbing, but it's going to be something like that. But yeah, make sure you hear, man, Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a hot one. Oh, yeah. Brother MOT gonna be back in the house once again, and he'll be squaring off against the Green Gorilla, man. So you don't want to miss that one. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Power of Offense will be here. Brother Keith and Brother Rodney, and they will be here talking about reparations, the 15th Amendment, and they will be giving some pushback because we had an attorney in here last week, and they have a few issues with the things that she said. If I can get the attorney back in here, I will. So she can defend whatever points or whatever. I'll be hitting her up over the course of the next couple of days, see if I can get her back in here, because that's one of the things they want to get in here and talk about. So make sure you hear Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. Then Saturday, that's right, next Saturday, the 27th, DC Glenn will be here. Maybe y'all don't know who Brother DC Glenn is, but DC Glenn is the one half of the tag team musical group. I know y'all remember this song. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. That's right. Brother DC Glenn will be in the house Saturday night right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know, because this is what we do here, Negroes.
T.P.O.T.
Yes.
Got a question.
Yes.
How
go
come
ahead.
everybody's beating up on me about she didn't answer his question? She said this, she said that. He didn't answer none of my questions. No, wait, I'm talking to somebody else. You didn't answer none of mine either. It makes it two of us.
Yes, I did. I answered them
No,
all.
you didn't either.
Yes,
I said,
did.
how does financial abortion benefit you? You didn't answer it. You just said the law is unfair. The law is unfair. That's all you fucking said was the law. No, hold on. First of all, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Brother T.P.O.T. Oh, you lied all night. So big deal. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to T.P.O.T. My good man. Now,
go ahead.
How is it that I lose? But he didn't answer no questions on that. He just kept saying the law is unfair. He changed the subject when I asked the question. He says the law ain't fair. It's like the law has nothing to do with it.
That's something you're gonna have to ask the audience. I don't judge the debates. I let the people do it. I don't judge them. I don't. I let the people judge.
Yes, I understand. But I just want y'all to know who really won. This was fixed. And it's good.
It's not
this shit was fixed as hell. Then, wait a minute. They want to antagonize me for bringing up biblical law when men say, shut up, know your place, sit down. I'm head of the house. I wear the pants. But then they want to act. No, you want to act as if men want to act as if you didn't cite biblical law. You don't say sit down and know your place. What the fuck are you talking? Excuse my French. What are you talking about, sir? I didn't lie. You lied all freaking night.
You said that
lied
I didn't
all night.
answer.
No, I'm not talking about you now. I'm talking about the chat room.
How it will help men financially. But I told you that men will save an average of over $200,000, which is
how
the cost
does that
to
help you? Really? Okay. How does that help you?
That's a financial help. How does saving $200?
Are you good with your money? Yes or no? Assuming you're not.
I can't tell you.
Wait. Is $200,000 wealth or no? Go.
You're being disingenuous.
See, you're uneducated, dude. That's a poverty mindset. First of all, $200,000 is nothing. Do you know in this economy you can't afford a house on $200,000? How does that help you, sir? It gets you into more debt. Money, the root of all evil. So you would abort your child over. Oh my God, I can't believe how freaking stupid this chat room is. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean that. Oh, really? If you believe he fucking won, it's ridiculous.
You
didn't answer my question. You're saying $200,000, and I'm asking you, how does it help you? How does it help you other than the money, sir?
Financial abortion is about
you can't
money.
Prove
what are you talking about?
Money won't get you into debt.
It's about legal inequality of the law and fixing that. There's legal
You can't prove inequality. That's a trope. You cannot prove quality or inequality. It's not a thing.
Yes,
One
you
man
can.
can live to be
A
100.
woman
One
can do
man
one thing.
dies
A
at
man
47.
cannot do it. The
No, is
woman
that a
can do something after pregnancy
no? Is
that the
that
man
no?
cannot
Is that
do.
a matter of inequality? Because one
Yes,
dude
that's what
dies in his
that's literally
40s
what
and another
inequality
dude
is.
lives to be 100 years old? I think not, sir.
You're talking about nonsense. I'm talking about
No,
legal
you're talking
inequality.
nonsense because there's no such thing as
I'm
inequality.
talking about legal inequality.
There is
You're
no
talking about
such thing as
all manner
legal
of foolishness.
inequality.
Yes, there
Do
is.
you choose to get a credit card and blow it? Yes. Not
You
the
see how he
banks.
keeps talking about
You
nonsense?
have to come. I'm debunking you. It's not nonsense.
You
Yeah, you
keep
do.
talking about
You hear
nonsense.
the truth and then you throw out some crap. No, it's not nonsense. There's no such thing as legal inequality. You made that up.
T.P.O.T, is it
There is
legally?
no such thing as
Is there legal inequality
inequality at
between men
all.
and women?
Prove it.
T.P.O.T, in your
When I
opinion?
cited race, you said, "Oh,
Hold
this ain't
on
about
a
race."
second,
The
MA'AT.
number
Hold on
one
a second, MA'AT.
inequality issue in America.
MA'AT,
Are you
hold on a second.
freaking
Hold on a second.
kidding me, sir? Are
Hold
you
on a
freaking
second
kidding me?
with the trolling.
Are you
Hold on a second.
fucking kidding me?
T.P.O.T,
Hold
is there
on,
legal
Are you kidding me?
inequality concerning
hold on.
reproduction between men and women?
We got a question
Excuse
on
my
the board.
French again.
We got a question on the board from brother JBM93. Appreciate that $5 super chat. He says, "What if the man wants to have the baby, but the woman decides to have an abortion without his permission? At MA'AT, where is the man's rights to stop it?" And that's for you, Lady MA'AT.
If he doesn't know about it, what his rights have anything to do with it? She went behind his back. That's an unfair, bogus question, sir. Right. If he
there's
had
your
a
answer.
right and she snuck and did it, how does right have anything to do with it, sir? That's what I want to know. It has nothing to do with
Purposely
right.
obtuse and purposely
Oh, that was an
disingenuous.
obtuse, vague question, sir. Please
That was
don't
a
try
direct
that.
question.
Please,
That
no,
was
it
a
wasn't. And
direct
I answered it directly. It has nothing to do with fairness or the
That
law.
was a direct question.
No, it was not direct. It was it was around the way, vague,
Let me help you. No, it was
promiscuous.
completely direct.
No, it was
Since you want to play games,
promiscuous.
let me help you. Let me help you out further. If a woman wants to have an abortion and the man knows there's no secrecy, can he legally stop her? Yes or no?
If there is no secrecy, of course
Can he
he can
legally
stop
stop her?
her. Yes, he
Huh?
can. Yes, he can. You
Legally?
know how he can do it?
I
He can
said, can he
divorce
legally
her
stop her?
and take custody of the child, sir. Are you listening to me?
The child is in her body. Can he legally
When
stop
the
her from having
child
an
is
abortion?
born, I'm speaking.
No, that's not where we're at. I said, can he
But
legally
then
stop her
again,
from having an
wait a
abortion?
minute. How are you going to ask a question like that when you said it's up to the woman to choose? You stand on a woman's right
come
to
on, man.
choose. Wait a minute. You did say you
Come
stand on a
man.
woman's right to choose. So don't try to
Hear what
entrap
she
me.
doing, man.
Don't try to entrap me. So what are you
I
for?
asked
Do you
you a
believe?
direct I'ma
No, do
try
you
this one more
believe? I'm
time.
asking you a question now. Do
I'ma
you
try
believe?
this
Wait, I'm
one
asking
more
you.
All right,
Don't
time.
run. I just answered your question. Do you believe it's a
JBM,
woman's right to choose? Yes or
that is
no?
your
J.I, do you believe that? Yes or no? You said it earlier. Do
Oh
you
my
believe it's a
God.
woman's right to choose? Do you, sir? Do you?
Oh my God.
Do you
Brother
believe, or were you lying, that it's a woman's right to choose? Go ahead.
brother NYC song, man,
Go
you're wrong
ahead.
for that one. You're
Go
wrong for
ahead,
that
sir.
one, brother
I'm waiting,
NYC
sir.
song, man. You're wrong for that one.
Go ahead
I
and answer the
said-
questions. He
I
look at
said,
him.
yeah,
He never
yes.
answers
I
my
said
questions.
yes. I
Well,
said
what's
yes.
your
I believe women's
point?
right to choose.
Well, what's your point all night?
Now answer answer the man's question. He paid $5. Can the
It's a
man
woman's right to
legally stop
choose,
her?
ain't it?
Can the
It's a
man
woman's right
legally
to.
stop her?
It's a
Can the
woman's
man
right to
legally
choose.
stop her?
It's a
Can
woman's
the
right to
man legally
choose. I'm
stop her?
answering your question. You just said it's a woman's right to choose.
So you're
Why
saying
should he
no, the
stop
man cannot
her?
legally
Why
stop
should
her.
he?
So say no.
No. See, again, this is BS because
Say
if the
no.
ball, wait a minute, if the ball is in the woman's court, what does it matter what he says if it's up to a woman to choose? Do you
Why
hear
can't
me?
you just say no? This is how
there
disingenuous
is
y'all
no
are.
choose. No,
This
you
is how
just won't
disingenuous. You
accept
can't even bring
the
herself to
words
just say
coming out of
no.
your lying mouth when you say it's
The
up to a
man asks you
woman.
if the woman's pregnant, she goes to get an
You said it's
abortion.
the
Can
woman,
the
and
man
I
legally
already
stop
asked you a question, but you're asking a double-edged
It's
question.
not a double question.
A
You won't say
trope.
yes or no. It's a yes or no question. Can the
I
man
just
stop her?
told you.
let me ask.
He
Yes,
can
say yes or
stop
no.
her, but if it's up to a woman to choose, Why should he stop her if you
Let
stand
let
on what
hold
you
on
say
a
as a man?
second.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on a second, lady MA'AT, because you said something that stuck out to me, and I've heard this before. I've heard this
Okay, go ahead.
before. You said a few minutes ago that
I hear hypocrisy.
one of the benefits of having children is that your kids can grow up and take care of you. Did I hear you correctly when you said that?
110%, sir. Yes.
Now, I have somewhat of a problem with that because I mean, I didn't have to take care of my parents. I mean, they took care of themselves. So, I mean, what is this? Because I've heard this more than one place where they say, "Oh, well, you know, you raise your kids and they take care of you when you get old." If
Mm-hmm.
you're a responsible human being that has children, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you should be relying on your children to take care of you when you get old. I didn't have to take care of my parents. I didn't have
You
to
do
take care
know
of them.
that's a matter of personal opinion. You did.
So we should be
That's your
raising
personal
kids.
opinion, sir.
Yes, it is. It is. But what I'm saying is, should we? Is that the approach we should be
Here he
taking? Like,
goes,
when
lying. I didn't dodge anything. But go ahead,
when we
sir.
when we raise kids, should we be having that in mind? That yeah, we're gonna raise these kids, and they're gonna they're gonna take care of us when we get elderly.
Well, listen
It-
here, sir. That's not up for debate. It's a given.
how do you figure though? How do
Just
you
like the
figure that's a
father
given?
becomes the son becomes the father. Return the favor, reciprocate. That's how I figure. You dig?
That's not
However,
true. My
oh
kids
yes,
aren't
it's
gonna have
true.
to take. They're not gonna. My kids are
Okay,
not gonna
so
have to take
you would
care of me.
agree that it's better to place your father in a nursing home where they will abuse him. You cannot trust what goes on in those places. I would rather my child look upon me or after me when I'm old.
We didn't have to. And good look on that $5 super chat, brother CI Sif Bud.
See, don't
Sif Bud.
dodge. Answer the
No,
question, sir.
no, what I'm saying is I didn't have to take care of my parents. When they
Uh-huh.
got old, they had I mean, they died living at their house. They didn't die in an old folks home or nursing home. I mean, they
Uh-huh.
lived in their house until they died. And
Mm-hmm.
I plan on doing the same thing. I mean, I have things in place where my
And
kids, they're not
let me
gonna have
ask
to
you
take
this.
care of me.
What happens when you sell your home to your son and he's living in your house? That's your aging and dying in your house.
What do
Should
you
he
mean?
not come to your aid when you need him? Yes or no?
Well, I have myself in a position because I'm old now, and
Come on. I don't care how
my
much
kids,
money you got. When you're really
my kids
old,
don't, my
you
kids don't
can't
do,
do
my
nothing.
kids
You
don't do
need
shit for
somebody
me.
at that point. When you're
All
old,
right.
is what I'm talking about. That was the whole point I was making, sir.
Yes, that's why you have things in place that you can be taken. My parents were old when they died, but they didn't die
But
in a
this is
nursing home.
non-subjective issues, sir. Just like opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. So J.I. strolled his way through this debate, making opinions, tropes, moving the goalposts, innuendo, and crap. He didn't win,
It's
but
not
I
an opinion
understand.
that the
I
laws are unfair.
overstand.
That's not
This
an
is
opinion.
a biased,
No, that's not an opinion.
male-centered platform.
That's not an
Renaissance
opinion. That's
man,
a fact.
manosphere. I
That's
get it.
not an opinion.
I get it,
That's a
baby.
fact.
Shoot.
It is an opinion that it's not an opinion that a man cannot
I
stop a
get
woman
it.
from having an
I
abortion.
get it.
That's a
You
fact.
liars.
That
You know I
man
won.
asked you a question and you couldn't even answer. He
I
said,
just
"Can a
answered
man
it.
stop a woman legally from having an abortion?" And you refused. You
I
danced
said he
around it. You wouldn't
could.
even answer.
I said he could if he's head
And I
of his
said, "How can he?" And I
household.
said, "How can he legally stop her? How?
And quit trying to
Explain."
change the goalposts. I said
No,
if
no,
he's
no.
head of
You
his
said he could. So how
household,
can a man legally stop her?
why
Go.
would you acknowledge a man's worth and a
How
man's
can a
value
man
and a
legally
man's
stop her?
power,
Go.
sir? Why won't you do it?
How can a
Just to
man
win
legally
a
stop her?
debate, you
Go.
refuse to acknowledge a man's
See,
power.
this is what she keeps doing. She
But
keeps
on
dancing around the
any
question.
other day, you're saying,
How
no, you're
can a man
biased.
legally stop her?
You don't
No, we're
run the
not gonna move from
household,
it.
but now
How
you
can
don't
a
want to
man
do it.
legally stop her?
Are you
Explain it.
serious?
Yes, how can he legally stop her? Go.
Listen, legally is a trick word.
It's
When
not a
it
trick
comes to
word. See how she playing
abortion,
games?
there is no legal advantage for women or men. You have to follow the laws
How can a
regarding
man
abortion.
legally
So
stop
stop
her?
playing.
How
And
can
I
a
told you
man
this all
legally
night.
stop her?
You don't want to hear it though. You want to make excuses
How can
all
a
freaking
man
night.
legally stop her?
Stop
You
putting
said that a
legal in
man
there
could.
and say, how
So
can
how
a man
can?
stop her? Ask a fair, honest, real question,
I
not a
did ask
trick
a fair, honest,
question.
and real
Because I would
question.
tell you
You
right
said
now,
yes,
wait,
and I'm asking you
assuming
how.
the man is head of his household, he can stop her because she would listen to him. Don't put all women in one box, all men in
Oh
one
my
box. That's
God.
coward Simpson cups. Some
Oh
men
my God.
actually run their household. Some women obey the man of the house. So stop
I
that.
said
It's
legally.
disingenuous.
I said
Disingenuous.
legally.
Legally, smegally, it doesn't matter, boo boo. The reality
Okay.
is,
All right.
if you run your house, you're a man,
Okay.
head of your house, you say no to the abortion. She listens. That's
This
how.
is a female
Whether you
RBR.
accept it or not, take it or let it alone. It is what it is, baby.
This is a
So
female
stop
RBR.
playing. No, this is a cowardice thing you're doing, sir. And you did it all night. And I get it because it's a male identified, quantified platform. You did. But I'm
This is
good.
a female RBR.
I know, and it's all good. I
So
won, baby.
so
Shoot.
do you think the same rules apply if they're not married, not living in the same house? She pops up pregnant. Do you say same rules apply?
Yes, sir.
I'll give
Because
I'll
okay,
give you
go
that
ahead.
argument where I'll give you the argument where you say that okay, the man is in charge, he can tell her not to get rid of the kid. But what if they
Still
do not?
can't legally
What
tell her though.
Yeah. What if they don't live together? What if they just was screwing and she pregnant and he says don't get rid of the kid? Do you think that that's the same thing?
Sir, the point you put in there, married or unmarried, is irrelevant. Common
What do you,
law marriage makes that a moot
no
point.
no no no
Wait.
no no
Don't
no. What
insert.
I said they're
Okay.
not living together. So
Yeah, and that's my point.
it can't be
You
a
said they're
common
not
law if
married, not living
they're
together.
not living
Common
together.
law marriage is a thing.
How
You're
is that a
still
common law
married under
marriage?
common law if you're together for more than 6 months, sir.
What? In what state?
Yes.
In
A
what
common law
state?
in America, dude. Don't pretend. You don't know what I'm talking about. Under common law,
I don't know
if you
about that.
are
I've been married
married,
to the same woman for 20
look it up.
years.
It's
So I
called a
don't know.
common law marriage.
I don't know about any of
You
that
don't need a
common law stuff.
certificate. You
I don't
don't
know about
need
any
to
of
be under the
that.
same
MA'AT.
roof to be considered
MA'AT.
married. It's called
If
common
man and
law.
woman are married, MA'AT.
And you
If a
know
man
what?
See,
and woman are married,
50%
and his wife
or more
his
of
wife
young
gets pregnant,
people are
MA'AT.
in common
If
law
a woman is
marriages.
married, right, and she goes down to that clinic and she says, you know what, I'm getting an abortion because we already got 3 kids. I don't want to have another kid. Whatever she says, that she goes to the abortion clinic, and her husband goes down there to that abortion clinic. He can force that woman to leave and not have that abortion that she wants to have? He can legally force her to leave? That's what you're
Excuse
saying?
me. Wait. Say that again.
If a man and woman, they're married, and the woman goes to the abortion clinic, she's pregnant, she says, I want to have an abortion, I don't want to have this kid. And you're saying that, and she's in the abortion clinic, you're saying that the man can legally go to that abortion clinic and force that woman to leave and not have the abortion that she wants to have? He can legally force her to leave.
Well, you know what? The question's kind of out
That's
of
a yes or
sync.
no question.
No, it's not because we don't know the
Yes, it is.
backstory. We don't
Yes, it
know the
is a yes or no
backstory.
question.
No.
No, it doesn't matter what the backstory
You
is.
putting the
Can
carriage
he
before the
legally force her to
horse.
leave? No, can he legally force her to leave? It's a yes or no. I don't care what the
Okay. First of
backstory is.
all,
Can he
you
force
didn't.
her to leave?
No, you didn't qualify whether or not the abortion was legal. So if it's illegal,
See, T-Pop, man, this is what
they're
I'm
gonna
talking
send
about,
her
man.
away. What do you mean? I just answered the goddamn
This is
question.
foolish.
What are you freaking? No,
Can
see, here he
he
goes. He knew
legally
I
force
brought a
her
dacker, so
to
he's
leave?
running.
Can he legally force
He's
her
running
to
for the
leave?
30-yard line. Touchdown, J.I. See, he's
This is
running,
what I'm
dude. You've been
talking about,
running
man.
all.
She won't
You've
answer the
been
question
running
because she's
all
full of
night.
it,
I
man.
just answered the damn
She's full of
question.
it.
Did
No,
you
you did
say
not.
no?
So
No.
can he? It's yes or no. Can he legally force her to leave? Yes or no?
If it's a legal abortion, he can't. If it's illegal, he can. God, people, what am I not? Common law marriage, also known as
T-Pop, this is foolishness.
non-commercial marriage. Hold on, I'm saying
MA'AT,
something.
you said if it's a legal abortion. Obviously, if she's there to get one, it's a legal abortion.
Not all
So can
abortions
he
are
force her
legal.
to leave?
Not all abortions are legal. legally
how she get the
informed.
plan?
You
You
didn't
see how she get the
quantify
plan?
where the abortion's going
She's
down.
in the
Okay,
abortion clinic.
could be
The
in somebody's
abortion people say,
apartment
okay,
or
you
hotel
qualify.
or an
The clinic,
alleyway.
the clinician says, okay, you qualify. We're going to take you to have an abortion. And
Well,
they're
at this
about to take her
point,
to the back.
there's
Can the
nothing he
man
can
force her
do.
to
You're
leave?
setting up a
Can
false
the man force
argument
her to leave?
under a
Can the
false
man force her
pretense,
to
sir.
leave?
There is no force
Can
her
the
to
man
leave. He
force her
can't
to
do
leave?
that.
She's walking
He
to the
can't
back.
do
They
that.
already did the
And
paperwork.
she
She's good to
can't
go.
look.
Can the man stop it and force her to leave
I
legally?
just
Can he do
told
that?
you. I just told you he can't do that. But he
Okay,
can sue her
so
civilly, maybe.
no. So he cannot force her. So a man cannot stop a
But wait a
woman
minute. So
from
wait.
having an
Let
abortion.
me ask you something now, please. If he wants to
So
stop
you
her
lied
from
earlier.
no. Wait. Don't
You
do
lied
that.
earlier.
No, I got a question. No, I didn't lie.
You just admitted that the man cannot stop her.
You asked
No,
a new
you just
question.
admitted that the man can't stop her.
No, you asked a new question. Stop bull crapping
I
us.
didn't ask a new
You're
question.
bull crapping because you didn't ask this question earlier. Stop
Yes, I
it.
did.
Now
Can
I'm
a
asking
man
you
stop a woman
something.
from having an
Be
abortion?
quiet so I can ask you.
You
Why
are
would he want
lying.
to wait, sir? Why would he want to stop her? Your argument was
No, I did not.
No,
No, I
men.
did not. The
No,
man
wait a
asked you, could
damn
he
minute.
stop her? And
You
you said,
fuck-
yes, a man can stop a woman.
No,
That's what
you
said.
said if a man feels like he's trapped in a relationship and the woman is having so many kids, he doesn't want them. Why would he want to stop her for? Just let her abort the damn baby. That's your point. So what are you saying, sir? You're saying, oh, now he wants to stop her. But why? It doesn't fit your argument. Quit making my argument.
She got to be doing this on purpose.
No, you're doing this on purpose. So which argument are you taking? Which stance are you taking? Which stance is he won't answer questions.
Oh my God. The point
What
is,
stance
a
are you
man
taking?
cannot force a woman to have an abortion, and he cannot stop her if she wants to keep it. A man does not have any rights. The man should have financial
But wait,
abortion.
why
That
would
is my
you ask
point.
such
The
stupid
man should have
questions that
financial
don't
abortion.
fit into your
That is my
argument?
point.
Is what I want to know.
No. The
He
man
can't
should have
answer it.
financial
He
abortion.
can't answer it. How
I can't answer
stupid that
what?
was.
I
Why
can't
you're
answer
asking
what?
dumb questions that don't fit your argument?
First off, the man super chatted that question. You just danced
Yeah, but
around
you
it and
just
lied,
asked it to
and
me,
you changed
and
your
I'm
answer.
wondering why. Because your whole point was men want to be able to abort the kids. Now you're saying, oh, he can't stop her. I don't get it.
We can see you, man.
So which is it? Does he want the kid or no? That's my question.
Whether he wants the kid or not, he can't force the woman to have it, and he can't force the woman to get rid of it.
All right.
The woman go have it anyway if she doesn't want to abort it.
Hold on a second. Was provided by my good brother Taylor. Common law marriage. General.
I was going to say that, but he cut me off, though.
General information. What is common law marriage? Common law marriage, also known as marriage without formalities or informal marriage, is a valid and legal way for a couple to marry in Texas. Texas law states that a common law marriage may be proved by the evidence that the couple agreed to be married, and after the agreement, they live together in the state as husband and wife, and they represented to others that they were married.
Because 6 months is a general consensus of which things are considered to be legal under common law.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Lady MA'AT. Now, what that statute said, you can read it yourself. It says that the couple had to have agreed to be married.
No, why?
After the agreement, they lived together in this state as husband and wife, and they represented others that they were married. Now, I asked the question of you, what if they were not living together? I didn't say they were agreed to be married or they said they were married.
Okay, but you didn't ask all that other stuff.
Yes,
I get
yes,
that
I
part.
did. I said they weren't living together. They were just screwing.
I get you, my good brother, but they separated at some point to be living together. That's the whole point.
No,
Or they
I
were just
said they.
never living together.
I said they weren't. I said they weren't
You
living
said they were
together.
never living together.
They weren't
Well,
living together.
that's something you're
They-
cooking up here. That's not how it works.
That's how the majority of relationships
In
work. What are you
reality,
talking
it's
about?
not how it
The
works.
majority of
But
relationships
here's my
work that way.
definition. Let me read it. It says
Over
common law marriage.
70%
Will you
of
be quiet
kids
for
are
once,
had out of
good
wedlock.
Lord? Let me read, but will you hold on? Let me read this.
What he said
Let me
was the
hold
majority of
on.
relationships in the
Let me
black
read
community.
mine because you cut me off twice already. It says common law marriage, also known as non-commercial marriage, informal marriage, or marriage by habitat and repute, is a legal framework where a couple may be considered married without having formally registered their relation as a civil or religious marriage, period.
Mhm.
So
But
don't
they
be
have.
bringing biased sources and reading
But
it.
but they have to acknowledge that they are married for that to be considered. They can't. They're not just
Why
considered
wouldn't they if
married.
they're fucking together?
What?
Excuse my French. If they're screwing together, they've considered it, buddy. Open your eyes here. This is my whole point
So-
on that. People are like,
So,
oh, she moving the goalpost. Oh, she ain't making no sense. I'm the
if
only
you're-
one making sense tonight,
Hey,
dude.
So if you're screwing, you're automatically married. If you're screwing,
That's the
Yeah,
way
you're
people do it nowadays, you dick. You dick.
MA'AT, are you married?
No, sir. No, sir.
Do you have kids?
Are you? I have a kid,
No.
but I'm not married.
Were you married when you had the kid?
And
I
why
said,
do
were
you
you married
ask?
when you had the kid?
No. And what's your point? Why
So
do you
could
ask
that
this?
man, my point is, could that man have forced you not to have that kid legally?
Yes, he could.
How could he
Because
have
the kind
legally
of
forced
woman
you
I
not to have it?
am. Because the kind of woman I am.
I said legally, not could he have convinced you.
That's
Could you
legal.
legally?
Dude, your understanding of legal and illegal is messed up.
Please explain.
Two consenting adults agree. Two consenting adults agreeing to something is legal. Dude, why you not getting it, dude? So if I follow my husband's rule, that's legal.
I said, can he legally force you?
Yes, that's legal. To obey my husband is legal. He didn't have to force me. That's a trick word.
That's not a trick word.
Yes, you're setting up a trick, bogus pretense.
It's not a trick word.
Why does it have to be forced, though?
What you're talking about is the woman having the choice, which is if the woman decides.
That's not what I said. You said you
That's
stand
what
on
you
that.
just said.
So
You said you'll do what your
I'm not
husband says. That's a
listen,
choice.
I'm
You said you would
pro-life.
choose to do what your man says because of the type of woman you are. That's your
Yes, sir.
choice.
Yeah,
But if
that's
you
what I
chose
said.
not to do it, could he stop you? And the answer is no.
I'll say that again.
You keep saying that it's legal. You keep saying that because of the type of woman you are, you would listen to your man. So you would choose to obey your man because that's the type of woman you are.
Mhm.
That's what you keep saying. But what I'm saying is the man cannot force you one way or the other. It is still your choice, and you're choosing.
Well, so
to do
what
what
does
he wants.
force and
I asked
have
you,
to do
can
with
he
the
legally?
equation?
Because you still
And
have
again,
all the
that's
legal
trick
power.
stuff, man.
The
You're
man
throwing
has
in
no
stuff
legal
that has
authority.
nothing to do with
Is
it.
the point? The man, he's at your mercy.
But he
legally.
stopped me. So what
Because
does
if
force have
guess
to
what?
do
If
with it?
you choose
Dude,
not
see
to
how
do
he
what
goes
he
on and
wants,
doesn't
he
answer a
cannot
single
stop you.
question all night? Oh, Lord. What does force have to do with it?
Because he has no ability to
The
legally stop
fact of
you
the matter
if
is
you
he
chose
did
to do
legally
what he does
stop
not
me
want.
with or without force because I obeyed my
You have
man.
all of the power in that situation. The woman has all of the say so. It's whatever you
No,
want
not
to do.
not
You're
under my
just
household.
yes, it
That's you
is
talking.
legally. I'm
Let
talking
me
about
explain something to
legally.
you. If I was married, the man would be head of the household, not me.
Oh my God, you
So you
Yeah.
got it all twisted.
Well, hold
If
on, hold on. We've been joined by Brother Hulk. Brother Hulk, please save us.
Yeah,
There
I
is
see.
no saving.
I see
You
exactly
know
what's going
this.
on. And
Mhm.
Ji, you've been on point. But the issue which that she's not going to understand. Oh, somebody's mic.
No, it's not mine. Mhm.
Kill your
But
microphone. You got feedback. Kill it.
Yeah, the issue she's not trying to understand is that men are trying to say if a woman can choose not to have a child, then the man should also have to choose not to be responsible for a child that he doesn't want. So
Hmm.
it's true equality. That's what equality is.
So
That's
who's
what.
to stop him from leaving the relationship?
No, it's not necessarily in the same situation.
Oh Lord, here
It's
we go again.
well, you have to let me talk. I just got on here.
Yeah,
So
sure.
in the situation where a woman is trying to abort the child, she usually aborts the child because of what reason? She doesn't want the child. She doesn't like the man that like that or something. Well, a man could be in the opposite situation, not necessarily with the same woman, and should have the right to say, "Well, I don't want to deal with this situation."
You
But
know,
but
I don't
listen,
know
hold on,
who.
hold on. But listen. And I noticed that you brought up biblical law, and it's funny that you brought it up and nobody brought it up. And it's because biblical law it sears your conscience. So you know the truth that men are designed to be in legal authority, and society is illogical to empower women without accountability. Because that's the issue. Women can choose the worst kind of men. Listen, women can choose the worst kind of men and vindicate themselves of that responsibility of qualifying a man that can actually provide a household and a productive family. And she can choose a bum, live off the government, because this is what this is about. Abortion is about the government. It's bringing the government in the house. Institutionalized marriage is not about men and women. It's about bringing the government in as your shotgun to put at the man's head.
Mhm.
Because abortion and legalized, like institutionalized marriage, doesn't have anything to do with biblical law. If society was put it this way, if society was under biblical law, you wouldn't be able to talk to us right now because you would have to be quiet among men. So this is
Of
this society.
course.
So
Of
no, but we don't.
course.
But this is a secular. You gotta understand. The word secular means non-religious. The law is objective. It doesn't care about religious
Uh-huh.
affiliation. So when you keep
But
when you bring up biblical law, that makes absolutely no sense, and it has no.
but what you're doing is
No, hold on.
negating
No, I'm not negating
me
anything.
as a
I'm talking.
person. I just
Well, look,
told you I
if the
would
truth if the
respect my
truth
man.
if the truth fits against you, then you on the wrong side of truth. It has nothing to do with me.
And
It's
what
your
truth is against me? That's what I'm asking.
you not accepting the reality of what the law dictates and what it doesn't. You're fine with the law
The law.
empower. Hold on, wait. You got to stop talking. You're fine with the law empowering you and vindicating your responsibility when it's in your benefit. But you're not comfortable. See, abortion is an issue that affects women by large numbers, but specifically black women. If I assume you're a black woman, abortion makes you all look horrible. It's y'all black women abort more children than any other woman in the world by far. Y'all actually kill more children via abortion than any other thing in the world. So it's an institutionalized thing coming through the government to basically vindicate yourselves of having to have men in your life. So you're trying to have all the perks of life without actually having the man, responsible man, and you're trying to live off the government. That's what this is about. Women who just see the law as an opportunity to live off the government, try to use men, but not actually have honorable men to lead in the family because the law doesn't allow men to have legal authority in a relationship. And that's why you bring up the word relationship, because you want men to come to a negotiating table where you're in legal authority. And that's opposite of how it should be. And men are going to reject that. And you brought up the biblical aspect because your conscience is seared because when you choose a man that you like, you naturally give him that authority. But see, women are not choosing men that they like. They're choosing men that are foolish, that are weak, that they can manipulate and control in situations and legally extort through the legal system and eventually get a payout of a HUD house, a government social program or something and create the hood. The
But
hood
you
is created by a
speak,
single mother.
but you speak as if your point
My
is
points are
valid
all
for
valid.
all people.
It
It's
is.
not.
It is. It is.
It's
Because
not
my
valid
point,
for me.
yes, it
Not
is.
valid for me.
Yes, it is. Because if you're
Not when
supporting
I'm with a
food,
man.
if you're supporting foolishness, then it is valid for you. Then your man that you're
I
choosing
don't
is
know
a
what you're
fool.
talking about.
Of course you don't. You don't
See, what
understand
you're
the truth.
doing
You hate the truth.
is what
You
all
hate the
men do.
truth.
They avoid
Exactly.
accountability. You're
How
avoiding
is
accountability
how
in this
how is a man
scenario.
avoiding accountability when the state already holds
Because you
all
keep
men
saying a
accountability?
man has no
Men
place in the
already m-
household.
we
You
don't when we
always
don't
say
have
the
legal.
law is against men. That's not true. Not true. I
You
don't
have
know
no way
who
to prove it.
taught
You
you
have
that. I
so
don't
you
know.
can
You can't prove it otherwise either. I don't know
the,
where
fa-
you
the
got that
no
at.
no fault divorce. The fact that women can go to
You
abort a
got to
man's
show me
child.
some
The,
numbers
you
that
won't care about the numbers.
proves
If you hate the truth.
abortion
If
is
I
against men,
wow, do
but you
y'all hear
can't
this?
do it. You
Well,
can't do it.
you just humiliated yourself on a social profile,
I've been
a
hearing
solo
it all night.
platform. You just
Oh, get
humiliated
out of
yourself.
here.
You just said the most illogical statement I've heard on the entire
No, I
internet.
didn't. No, I didn't.
I guarantee
No,
you,
I didn't.
anybody who replays this will feel sorry for you, and they'll say
Oh,
you have
you guys, you got me twisted.
No, you're twisted. You must be sipping
Because
on wine or
abortion
something.
in the United States is legal subject to balancing tests, not the woman subject to balancing tests. Tying state regulation to abortion to 3 trimesters of pregnancy, not the woman, 3 trimesters of pregnancy via the landmark 1973 case Roe v. Wade.
What does that have to do with
The
men?
law doesn't say it's up to a woman. It doesn't say it's fair for a woman and not a man.
How did
So
women?
stop coming up here lying.
How did women get abortion rights? Did they get it? They got it through the government, correct?
Through the Supreme Court, sir.
That is the U.S. government. You know that, right?
Duh. No shit, Sherlock.
No,
Irrelevant.
you said that as
However,
if I didn't say the truth.
no,
So you need to
well,
correct yourself.
here we go with move the goalpost. So it's the government or the Supreme Court. Listen,
Look,
dude.
your words don't care. I
Listen,
just
bro.
came up here to talk to and defend J.I. I'm not even talking to you.
No, you just got exposed coming up here.
Well, I
And
guarantee
J.I.
you,
been wrong all night,
anybody
too.
who's heard me, they're already not
So
seeing that.
wait. Where in the definition of abortion does it read it's up to a woman and the woman has the final say? It is assumed
the fact that
speaking.
The fact that every woman who got an abortion
right to choose.
The fact that every woman
but she
who's
has
ever
to
got
follow the law just like a man. So where's this fairness crap
I'm answering your question. Somebody got background. But the fact that every woman who's ever got an abortion can do so without even caring about what a man thinks. That's the proof.
That's
every single
a lie.
woman.
You can't prove that. You just interjected a personal opinion, unverified empirically or otherwise. You can't do that in a debate.
Well,
You've been doing that all night, sir.
I don't care what you think.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't.
Sir, the truth is abortion in the United States is legal subject to balancing tests, tying the state regulation to abortion to 3
alternative
trimesters of
lifestyles.
pregnancy via the landmark 1973 case of Roe v. Wade. The first abortion case to be taken to the Supreme Court. Every state has at least one abortion clinic.
And so is alternative lifestyle.
I don't know what.
A lot of illogical things are illegal, and that's why men are buying out of these institutionalized relationships that women are empowered
because men never want to take their damn responsibility. All this red pill bullshit.
We all men
go their own way and MA'AT.
Hold on, would you be quiet? This is a. I'm letting you talk. I'm trying to answer you point by point.
Yeah, but you keep moving the goalposts. Here we go again, a new subject. Instead of say, yeah, we were wrong about the definition of abortion, the legalities surrounding abortion. But go ahead, please go ahead.
The whole point is that no man can stop a woman. Women have the power to choose the most irresponsible fool that she can find, have a baby with him, and then go to the court system to, either abort that child or have a child in poverty, both of which destroying Black people. That's all 100% women, because no man, no responsible, productive man.
Excuse me, sir, don't say Black people. Remember,
it's not
about race.
I don't need you to
see what you're doing. See what you're doing. It's not about race. Remember.
I didn't say that, so I can speak on my own. Thank you. No productive, responsible man can tell a woman to value the right man. So if you choose a fool or you have a child with a fool in a situation that's not good for you, that's 100% on the woman. 100% your fault. That's not even a responsible man's problem, because it's a woman's job to choose the most viable, qualified man. And women don't do that because the government gives them an out. So either two things are going to happen. The abortions are going to continue to exponentially rise, or more children are going to be born under social programs in poverty because of the choices that women are making.
It's the parents' fault.
No, it's the woman's fault. Yeah, it's the man's fault. But listen, I'm a responsible man. I have
another lie, but go ahead.
I'm a responsible man. I have no children and I have not married. because I'm smart. I'm not gonna get myself entangled in this legal
That
system.
was my whole point all night, sir.
What was your point?
That was my point you just made.
And what was your point? Repeat
You
it.
have to be responsible before
But women are not choosing
getting
responsible
into a
men.
relationship, before
Okay, here's my
having
question.
kids. It's not the
Here's my
child's
question.
fault.
Here's
Why
my
should the
question.
child be punished?
Here's my question. Whose job
Yeah,
is it
that
for a
was my
woman?
point.
Okay, are you done? Whose
Go ahead.
whose responsibility is it to choose a responsible man? Isn't that yours?
Another trick question. Oh,
So
he has to look. He has to
have
choose.
response?
He has
Do
to choose a
women?
responsible woman too.
No, well, yeah, but the legal
What is all
system deals.
this
But the legal system deals with the fool. The irresponsible man. The legal
bias
system deals with
ass
him.
questions?
No, it's not. I said, listen, if you listen and stop talking, you will hear. The legal system deals with the irresponsible man. They pay child support, they get ran through the system, or they go to jail.
That's
What do women?
assuming he
So
doesn't
hold on.
handle his business.
What does the
Stop bull
irresponsible?
crapping, dude.
What does the irresponsible woman suffer?
Not all men avoid child support. Some men
Yeah,
support
some go to
their
jail.
children.
Some go to jail. I'm
Oh
talking
Lord,
about
see, here we go
irresponsible
with the
men.
blanket statements.
I'm talking about irresponsible. Why would I talk about men who are
Why do
doing the
you
right
do
thing?
that though? Not everybody is irresponsible, sir.
But the issue are women who
I
choose the
don't get it.
irresponsible men. Of course, you can't understand the
You
truth
keep
that you hate.
looking at the negative for no reason,
This whole conversation is
and then
about the negative.
framing an
This
argument.
whole conversation is
But
about the
why?
negative
Why?
because that's the topic of the debate.
And so let me ask you something, sir. Under
You're drunk.
abortion law, no, I'm not. Do you know how many weeks of gestation is considered legal to terminate the baby or the pregnancy? Go.
Hold on. Let me hop out. Let me hop in here. It depends based on the state how many weeks. Now, how many weeks does a man have to have an abortion? Go.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not true.
But that's not a man's issue.
No,
That's
it's
your
not
issue.
true.
Men
Let
don't
me
carry
hear
the children,
that,
so why
Bob.
do
But
we need
see,
to
here
carry?
we go. Here we go. Answer the damn question. Do you know, sir?
Like J.I. said, it depends on the state. I'm
No, it
sure.
doesn't. It doesn't depend on the states. The CDC defines it, sir. How many weeks? Go.
I don't know. But what's your point?
20 weeks. So
What's your
the
point?
point is
What's
the
your
woman
point?
has to follow the laws, just like a man. This lie about, oh, she can abort any time. The man has no say. It's a complete lie, dude.
Okay, cite that.
The man
But
does have no say, and nobody says she can abort any
put that
time.
stat out there since you believe it. You should be able to pull that up on the U.S. government site and put that in the chat.
God, U.S. my foot. The
Prove it.
National Center
Prove
for
it.
Health
Prove it.
Statistics.
No, I want to see it on the law. I want to
The
see it under
Center
the.
for Disease Control
I
and
don't care about.
Prevention,
That's not.
CDC, and the World Health Organization,
No,
WHO,
I'm talking about.
define
No, I'm talking about
abortion
the
as
United
pregnancy
under United States government
termination
law.
prior to 20 weeks gestation
You should be
or a
able to find
fetus
a
born
bill.
weighing
You
less
should be able
than
to find
500
a
grams.
bill.
Despite this definition,
Listen,
very
you should be able to
widely
find a bill in
according
Congress
to
to
state
support what you're saying.
laws.
I don't care about the
According to,
CDC.
wait a
I
minute.
don't care about the CDC.
According to state
I
laws.
don't care about.
Plural.
Then
I said
pull it up.
state laws.
Then pull it
Plural.
up. Then pull it up. I'm
Oh
just
my,
asking you to
there
prove.
is no pulling. Why do I always have to move the goalposts for
I'm
you?
telling you to
Come
prove
on.
what you're saying. I'm telling you to
Come
prove what
on,
you're
I
saying.
just did.
You just said something. That's not proof.
Oh, here we go. We're crying. We're playing the crying game.
You can call it
Look,
what you want.
I
I'm just asking you to
debunked
prove
your
what you're
lie,
saying.
and now you're moving the goalposts.
So it's a lie for
Just
me asking you to
stop,
prove
dude.
something, right?
Just stop, dude.
You're drunk.
And he says I'm drunk. And he
Yeah, you are.
says,
I hope you are, because if you're not, I feel sorry for you.
No, I'm not. You're drunk, dude.
Because you're sitting there, I'm asking you to prove what you're saying through the United States Congress.
Go to the CDC website. Look it up.
I don't care about the CDC.
Look at the laws, plural per
The
state.
CDC is not
Look it
our
up.
laws. Our laws
What do
do
I
not
gotta
come
look
from
it
the
up
CDC.
for?
All our laws don't come from the CDC.
Oh my God, I know this, and that's why I said per the states, plural, sir. Are you not listening?
Okay, give me one example.
Look up your state's law.
I'm not the
Shoot.
one to burden to prove. That's you.
You're the
You're
one
making the point.
demanding the proof. Look it up.
I don't believe you. I don't believe anything you're saying.
Well, you never believe me. No shit.
You're right, and I
Sherlock.
shouldn't. I shouldn't. It should be
Why should I
proved.
believe you? coming
Well,
here lying.
because
The
no man,
reality of it
because no man's
is,
ever, no man in the history of the United
if
States has
you
ever stopped a
knew,
woman from getting an abortion. No man has
if
ever
you
done that.
knew, if you knew what you were talking about, you wouldn't join a panel saying women don't have to follow the law regarding abortion. You're saying only men do. It's not true.
The
Women
issue is
cannot simply abort
the
a
issue is not even
baby.
what you're talking about. You're
In
making
the
this
first
about
week,
why
a
would
woman
men care
cannot
about why
terminate a
would men
pregnancy. It's
why
not
would
true.
men care why would men care about something that doesn't have to do with us? We're talking about the financial
But
part.
you
That's what
do. And you also
men
said
don't gestate children. So why would we
you
care about that?
stand on the woman's right to choose. So now you're switching it up. So why argue the issue? You support a woman's right to choose. It makes no damn sense, sir.
Hold on. MA'AT, I think you're confusing me with Hulk. I said that stuff.
Yes, I don't. And he stands on it too. I know. So the
I know.
reality
I
is,
said
sir,
that. I stand on it. That's Hulk
yeah.
didn't say that.
But why did you say it? You were in the debate with me. Why would you say that?
Because I am for a woman's right to choose.
You
I want a man to
don't,
be able to
because you were
choose too.
arguing against it. You were
No,
saying,
I was
well,
not.
how can
No, I
you
was
stop
not.
her? Well, why ask that
I
question?
told you a fact that a man legally cannot stop a woman. That's a fact.
But why should
And I
he?
said that a man deserves a right via financial abortion. I didn't say I want men to be able to stop women. You're lying.
Well, then what's the argument? What's the point?
The argument is financial abortion. Men should be able to choose.
Coming from you, sir, not me, is a non-contested issue.
Hulk, you got it, man.
So anyway,
she knows what she's doing.
But it's a male
Stiff Bud is
bias
right.
platform.
She knows exactly what she's doing. This
That's
is a
exactly
deflection.
what it is.
This is the deflection because she will
I'm
never
not
admit
deflecting.
to the
You
fact
didn't answer
that
my question.
women love
And I'll
to
ask you
women.
again.
I'm talking right now.
Since women have to follow the law, where is this disadvantage for men coming from?
Let me talk, please, and you can talk.
You
when
won't
I'm done.
answer it. Bingo. I knew it.
So are you done? The whole issue is she will never acknowledge because the law is in her favor. It holds women unaccountable and they get allowed to be irresponsible for the choices that they make. The whole point of this debate was that if true equality is that men should have the same rights that women have in terms of when women don't want a child, they get to vindicate themselves of responsibility. The whole debate hinges on men having the same right to do that. That's the point. That will never be, women will never admit to that because they like it being in their favor. They like having the law being illogical and allowing society to collapse. Because we know that as long as women are choosing things and have no accountability for that choice, the ghetto would always exist. The government will always provide social programs and basically try to find ways to legislate everybody else's free will. That's why the government empowers women, because it's a goal to legislate everybody else's free will and control the children.
Let me ask you a question. Yes or no? Do women have to follow abortion laws?
I don't even know what laws you're talking about, so I can't answer your question.
You were talking about abortion law.
I just said
I
don't know. You said, do you know the law? I said,
do they have to follow the law regarding abortion?
I don't know.
Yes or no?
I don't know.
Now he doesn't know. Oh my God. Really? Really? You know. And the answer is yes, they do. Stop lying, dude. Your whole point, your whole argument is debunked.
If you believe that, sure.
There is no unfairness.
Good.
In life. I told you this all night.
And I'm glad. I'm glad because you know what? And this is why my life is exactly the way I want it, because I don't have to worry about women like you at all.
Oh, so you want a trashy woman? Cool.
I don't have to. No, I don't. No, actually, I don't. I don't have to deal with you. Like women like you are exactly.
You want
the
a trashy woman? Is that
what
it is?
Look,
you want a woman?
I don't even have no. I don't even
over you.
No, listen.
Runs
I don't
the
even
household, wears the pants in the house. Oh, I get it.
No, listen. I have no ill feelings.
Like me.
I have no ill feelings towards women like you. I just don't have to deal with you all, and I'm glad.
So you don't want a woman? Oh, never mind.
You're a red
pill, dude.
Like are you saying you're an obedient woman?
I wouldn't put it necessarily in that way, but
of
I respect my man.
Yes.
Okay. You want to use a word like that? Yes.
What do
I'm
you
a
mean if I want to use
traditional.
a word like
I'm a
that?
traditional
That's what the
woman.
Bible says.
Yes.
You've been talking about the
Okay.
Bible, and that's what the Bible says. You're supposed to be obedient to your husband.
She hates the Bible. That's why she brought it up,
No,
because
no, no,
it
no.
That's why I
Here
sears
we
use that word.
go.
it
She got
sears
See
her
how he's
triggered when I
conscience.
freaking
use that
lying?
word.
See how
Yeah,
he's lying?
She
believe what
got
you want.
triggered when I used that
Yeah,
word, even though
exactly.
that's the biblical law that she was talking
Okay,
about.
hold up
That's
for
the
a minute.
biblical law you
Pump your
claiming you're talking
brakes.
about.
Pump your brakes. J.I., yes, that's my picture in the profile. However, since you want a trashy woman, can help you, baby. Shoot.
First of all, men are actually avoiding any kind of relate. Because see, here's the thing: women are so bad these days that they're giving
Oh,
themselves freely to men. That's the problem. They're just giving themselves
really?
to men. Yeah, that's why abortion is a thing. That's exactly why abortion is a thing.
Baby, that's a
It's
two-way street.
Yeah, and I don't have no problem with the foolish man reaping the consequences he deserves. I
I
just
have no
think that
problem with women
I
reaping consequences
they
either.
don't reap any consequences.
Oh, yes, they do.
What?
Really?
Getting a free house,
Uh, assuming she can
getting
afford
food
the
stamps.
goddamn house, first of all.
No, the
What are you
government
talking
gives
about?
it to her.
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm talking about welfare. You don't know
Nobody
what that
gives
is?
anyone a damn house. Are you
Okay.
kidding? Dude,
All right. Well,
what? Where do you do that at?
all
Listen,
those
bro,
women who got
I gotta
HUD
pay my
houses.
mortgage every goddamn month.
See, she's making it about her. This is deflection, man.
I mean,
Just
come
listen.
on.
This is listen. Listen to
Nobody
this.
get
Deflection and
nobody gets a
projection.
free house. Are
Let's
you
just enjoy
kidding me?
this. Look,
You
this
talking
is a
about
learning
you
experience.
talking you
Just
talking
allow her
about
to
a
talk.
ghetto
Go ahead, talk.
apartment in the
Go ahead and
hood.
talk. Keep talking. Keep talking. This is good.
You
Keep
talking
talking.
about Section 8 in the hood, not
Keep
a
talking.
house.
This is good stuff.
You're
I
not
hope men.
talking about a freaking mortgage.
I thank you. Because of you, we're gonna save a lot of men.
Please,
That you,
baby, clarify.
we're gonna save a
What you talking about,
because
Willis? You talking
you're
about
proving
coffin
exactly what
apartments? You talking about in the
we're
ghetto?
proving
Where
exactly
they
why
do that
men
at,
need to have
baby?
discernment and
Shoot.
discretion. Because there are women like you
Are you
who play
kidding
dumb,
me?
who know what they're talking about, and
I'm
purposely
playing
try
dumb.
to give men false hope.
You're
Yes,
playing
Hold
dumb.
on,
yes, this is
J.I., let
good.
me, Maya, hold
Are
on a
you
second.
Hey,
Let me
kidding
ask
me?
you this, Maya.
excuse me. One
Maya,
second,
you
one
said
second
that
before y'all.
Who
Hey, J.I.,
who
hold
got
on one second. Hey,
who got all the feedback, man? Turn
I just
your
unmuted.
turn your
I
mic off if you ain't
I don't
talking.
think there was
If
any.
you ain't talking,
I really don't know who it is, sir.
Hey, I just
go
wanted to
ahead,
say one
go
thing
ahead,
right
brother
fast before
KIT.
y'all hop back into the conversation. Nah, I was just gonna tell you, I got to run T.P.O.T.
Yeah, man. You know I
if you
appreciate
need
you,
me
brother.
again, just let me know.
I'm
Yeah,
going to need you
no problem. And
Wednesday. I'm going to need you
all right, I
Wednesday,
got you.
KIT. We got a big one. We got a
I
big
got you.
one on Wednesday. Big one. Big one
Yeah, I got
Wednesday.
you.
So,
So
all right, my brother.
salute Hawk, salute J.I. Salute MA'AT. I never heard. This is my first time seeing you over here. So salute or whatever.
Salute, sir.
And y'all have a good one. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Everybody, brother KIT, keep it techie, the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates. Get on down there, check him out. He's got a channel, just look him up. Keep It Techie. You can also catch him at keepittechie.com. I mean, I'm hearing some stuff that's just kind of crazy up in here. And the thing is this, right? You say, Lady Maya, you say that, well, you tripped me up with the whole we raise kids to take care of us. You tripped me up there because to me that's just insane. I didn't have to take care of my parents. They had enough resources and shit to take care of themselves. They had enough resources to hire aides, and aides came in and took care of my old man and all that kind of stuff. So no one was in the nursing home or the old folks home or none of that nonsense. And hopefully that's gonna be the same way for me. I don't want to be living in no damn old folks home. But you also said about the common law marriage. Now, for that common law marriage to be active, the two people have to acknowledge the fact, according to what I just read earlier, that they have to acknowledge the fact that they are married or pretended, I guess, to be married in front of someone
Who
or
said
or acknowledge that they are married and they have to have lived together under said magical marriage. But then you said, because I asked you, I said, well, what if they don't live together? They just screwing. You said that could be considered a common law marriage, but the law that I just read provided by Brother Taylor didn't say any of that. Didn't say any of that. So
Well, understand, my good brother, the or they live together is a or, not mandatory.
so they can be considered common law marriage even if they've never lived together, just because they're screwing and had
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. And
can
so
you
to
pull that
answer
up?
your
Shit.
question, J.I., he says you called other women trashy. If you're not trashy and you treat your man right, why did he not marry you? Well, first of all, sir, you don't know the backstory. My ex was a military man, and because he was in the military, kind of lost his mind, went cuckoo for Cocoa Pups, you did. And so he started hitting me here and there and stuff. And I was like, oh, boo boo, you got to go. I kicked his ass out. That's what happened. You're assuming he left me or didn't want to marry me. I
What part
kicked
of the
him out,
Bible is
sir.
that?
I
What
kicked
part of
him
the
out.
Bible is that?
God's Bible, sir. The New
You were
Testament,
never married to
even
him.
the Old
Hold on, you were never
Testament.
married to
It
him.
doesn't matter, dude. Yes, I was.
No,
Under
according to the
common
Bible, it
law, I
matters.
was married.
According to the Bible, it matters.
I was married under
Where in the
common
Bible does
law.
it say you can leave your husband if he beats you?
Common
Are you
law is
kidding
not
me?
common law is not
No.
biblical law.
Yes, it
Please.
is. In the biblical days, they didn't issue
We are not living. So
certificates of marriage. It was
No, they did
all
not.
common.
No, they did not. No, they did
What?
not. The marriage certificate came out in 1913 under the Tax Revenue Act. You
Of
don't know what you're
course
talking
they
about.
didn't. So it is biblical, sir. You
That's
stand
not
corrected.
biblical, and you didn't live in the biblical days. So what are you talking about?
Oh my God. Some people don't know. Contrast.
No, the United States government is secular. That's why people from all religions, no
And your
religion,
secular government has nothing to do with the Bible, sir.
it doesn't. It doesn't. That's
And
why.
your
That's why
point,
alternative. That's why alternative
you go
lifestyle
from the
and
Bible
feminism.
to talking about secular government.
Because
God,
that's
and
what
now
the
you're
law
talking
is
about
about.
feminism.
Because the law has to
Dude.
do with feminism, secular government, and a lot of
in your mind,
no,
it
in
does.
everybody who's logical's mind. That's the truth.
Oh,
But we know you hate the
apparently
truth.
apparently you're not logical, sir.
Well, that's what people who hate the truth
However,
would say. Right. So in your mind, yeah.
I kicked his ass to the curb, you dig, because you're not gonna put your hands on me in front of my child, you dig. So there you go.
You were never married to begin with, though.
I was married, sir, under common
No,
law.
it was common law.
And you said no.
It was common law, Brother J.I.
Good
Oh,
grief.
it was common law marriage.
First, he wanted to act like common law didn't exist. And now he's acting
No, I
like
didn't. I asked you if you were married, and you said no earlier. And now you're saying you were common law married.
Dude.
You're saying that now. When I asked you earlier,
legally,
you said no.
I wasn't. Is what I meant. Legally,
Okay, so you were legally not married. That means you weren't common law married, because common law married is legal, right?
That's what I freaking said. How many
you
times?
weren't legally married, and common law marriage is a form of legal marriage. So that means you weren't common law married.
Oh,
either.
here he goes. Common law and legal marriage are two different things. You have a certificate under legal marriage. Under common law, you don't, sir. Don't try it.
But you don't even have to believe in a religion.
Recognized by the law, it is therefore legal.
See, here we go. Now we got to move the goalposts and say, all right, you're right.
That's not moving the goalposts. It's a fact.
You could be an atheist and get married. So stop bringing up the Bible.
Common law has nothing to do with the Bible, sir.
Well, then why did you bring it up?
It is you're all over the place.
I know. I'm asking the direct question. Why did you bring it up if it has nothing to do with it?
You asked me, was I married? I said, yes, under common law, period.
No, Jay, I asked you that question.
You just did too.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Okay.
Leave what you want.
And so, you to answer your question, I kicked him to the curb.
So you married him So becoming common law marriage, that's not really getting married. So does the Bible support you being common law married?
We were going to get married. It was
You
his
were
fault we
going to
didn't,
get
sir. It was
why
his
bother
fault,
getting
sir.
married if you're already claiming that you were married?
Come
That's number
on. It
one.
just
Number
is what it
two,
is.
if you
Common
already had
law
a
kicks
child, hold on.
in.
If you already had a child,
Right.
that means your child was already old enough to be able to see you getting it. That means
No.
you're already
No, no,
years
no, no, no,
into it.
no. No, 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 no. Not how it
That will mean
happened.
you are. So how many years were you together before you divorced him?
5 years into the relationship, I got
5
pregnant.
years.
Okay. My child is only 3 years old, sir. Get it right.
3 years old today?
Yes, sir. Going on 4 this year.
Hey, I'm about to step out, but thanks for letting me up, T.P.O.T. I just want to come up and
He's
support Brother
running.
J.I.
He's not running.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, Hope.
No.
It's late,
Hope
man. I gotta
don't
eat.
run.
Oh,
Hope
he's
No, I
don't
don't
running.
run. I
Look at him
appreciate you,
I'm gonna
brother
be.
Hope.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me up. I'm gonna be listening, and J.I., you know what it is, man. You already know you're speaking the
Male
truth.
biased is what it
Well,
is.
that's fine. That's fine. Just
Appreciate
believe
it.
what you want, but keep doing what you're doing, bro. You know she's not going to accept the truth. So as long as you
Oh,
understand that,
come on.
and just enjoy it, and this will be a good learning curve and example for men.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I'm sure it will be.
All right, peace out.
Avoid
Peace,
them
brother
trashy
Hope.
girls.
Maya, what makes a
All
woman
right.
trashy in your opinion?
And
Because
get a
some women would
man.
say
Listen, get
that
a
having
woman
sex
who
before marriage
respects you
makes you
as a
trashy according
man.
to the
Hold
Bible.
on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta drop off for about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go ahead and have another rapid fire round. All right, because
All
I
right.
gotta step out for a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be
All right,
right
I'm gonna hold
back.
it down.
Go ahead.
All right, so Maya, you keep saying trashy. Some people, according to the Bible, they would say a woman that has sex before marriage is trashy. So what is
We
trashy
were
in your
married,
opinion?
dude, under common law. Boom. There it
No,
is.
common law takes time. You said it takes at least 6 months. Unless you're saying
Yes,
y'all
it
didn't have
did.
sex.
That was 5
So y'all
years in,
didn't so
dude.
y'all didn't have
How much
sex until you were
time
common
is it
law
gonna
married?
take? Are you kidding me?
Did y'all wait to have sex until you were common law married? Is that what you're saying?
5 years in, brother. Shoot.
So you waited 5 years before you had sex with him?
Obviously. The
You know,
baby popped
obviously.
out
So
on
you
the
so you
5th
telling
year,
me
you
that
dick.
man hold on, you telling me that man waited 5 years before he had sex with you?
It was up to me. He had no choice, you heard.
So you waited 5 years before you slept with him?
You did.
Is that a yes?
Yes. You can't believe it, can you, baby? But it is what it is. You heard?
So do you want to get married again?
I do, but
You out
and I
here
also
making men
want
wait
wait,
5 years?
I also want wait a minute. I want my daughter to have a brother.
You want to have another kid and you want to get married again?
Duh.
Okay, I mean
Why
it's not a
shouldn't I?
duh. I mean it's not a duh because I wouldn't know. That's why I asked the question. It's not a duh like I asked you 2 + 2.
Okay.
Okay, so
Where are
you
you
want to have
going?
another kid and you want to get married again. So if you were to get married again, let's say you you would make them wait 5 years.
Yes.
Okay, so
Maybe
listen,
longer.
listen. Okay, so listen. I'm asking.
Why
So
should
you
I
were with this
repeat the
man.
same mistake,
Hold
sir?
on, because I'm breaking down the inconsistencies in what you've been saying. So
Oh, there
you
is
said
no
that you were with the man.
inconsistency.
Hold on, follow me, Maya. Follow me. You were with the man, and y'all were together for 5 years,
hmm
right? Before you had sex, right?
hmm
It only takes 6 months. We read T.P.O.T read the thing. It only takes 6 months of living together before you
And
become common law married.
no, it didn't
So
say
you
that in
made
the definition.
yes, it did, and
No, it didn't.
T.P.O.T
No, I
read it.
didn't.
Hold on.
No, it
T.P.O.T
didn't.
read it.
Earlier, you told
Okay,
me it didn't. So quit
no, I
lying.
did not.
Oh,
Okay.
you're
So
all
in
over the
five
damn place,
years,
dude.
hold on. So how long did it take before you were common law married? I'm asking
In my mind, 6 months, sir. Okay.
you. Okay, so you were
Generally, the
common law.
rule of thumb is
Hold
six
on. So you were common
months.
law married after 6 months, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you were common law married for 6 months. Why did you
Mm.
wait 4.5 more years before you had sex with your husband?
It's because I didn't want to have sex then.
You did not
Damn
want to
it.
have sex with your husband?
I was finishing up my school to be a nurse. Okay.
Okay. What does
I
that
didn't
have to
want the
do?
distraction, sir. And what is wrong with that?
You made your husband wait. You made your husband
And
wait four and a
you
half
don't
years to
know
have
the
sex with you?
facts. He was in the military, okay? He wasn't there the whole 5 years.
So you never
Duh.
saw him in 5 years?
Oh, I did see him. How do you
So
think
you
we
saw
met,
him and
sir?
did not have sex with him for 5 years though.
Abstinence is good, sir. So stop
But
the crap.
why were you being abstinent to your husband?
We weren't married, according to you.
No,
I
this is
was getting
according to
to
your
know
logic.
him. Good grief, dude.
You said
What
you
do you
were
want
married to
from
him
me?
in 6
No.
months.
You're
You said
you're
you were
grilling
married
me.
to him after 6 months.
According to the law. Okay.
Okay, so according to the law and according to you, you said in my mind 6 months we were married.
And your point.
My point is, how can you talk about you being obedient, submissive to your husband and stuff, and you made your husband wait 5 years before you had sex with him?
Okay. Oh, there's a difference here that you're willingly overlooking, sir. And the difference is he wasn't ready either. Okay. You assume he was ready. How can he be ready in the military, sir? Go.
So you hold on. So he wasn't ready. So you married a man. You were together for 5 years, and for 5 years your husband was not ready to have sex with you. That's what you're telling me. I'm only working on what you're telling
You
me.
would make a funny lawyer, sir, but go ahead.
Ma'am, I'm only saying what you told. So you're telling me that you were married to a man for 5 years, and for 5 years he was not ready to have sex with you.
Of course not. He was deployed. Okay, number
I already
one.
asked you, did you
He had
see
to
him during
come.
those 5 years? You said yes, you did see him
We
during those
met
5 years.
somehow.
Huh?
Look, it doesn't take 5 years to meet somebody, dude.
I
What's
said
your point?
he wasn't deployed straight. You did not see him for 5 years. You saw him in between there. He had breaks. He came back home.
Great. You know it
And you
all.
said you chose to be abstinent because you were taking nursing
It
classes
was
and you
both
didn't want
our
a distraction.
choice.
Huh?
It was both our choices.
It was both your choice. You said it was your choice because
No,
you
no,
were in
no.
nursing
No,
school.
no,
You didn't
no.
want a
No,
distraction.
no. You want so bad for it to be my choice. But
No,
it
no, no.
wasn't.
That's what you said. You said you were in nursing school. You didn't want to be distracted.
It was
That's what you
both
said.
of our choice.
Okay, and
I
what did
was
he
in
say his
nursing
reason
school.
was? What was
He
his
was in
reason?
the military. Duh.
So he
I
so he
said
came
that
home to you and
already.
he came home to you. He said, "Wife, I'm in the military, so I don't want to sleep with you." That's what his reason was.
We both agreed. We both had a talk, sir.
You both had a talk, and
We were not ready.
what was his reason in the talk?
The
I know I wasn't there. That's why I'm asking you.
military.
Huh?
Freaking military, dude.
What is him being in the military? When I'm talking about when y'all were together. Why
Deployed
did he say
overseas. Can he
when he was
honestly
home,
have
Maya, when
sex
he
with
was
me
home with you,
overseas?
when he was home with
Listen,
you,
man. He moved to the beat of his own drum, not yours. You want so bad for him to fuck me on the first night. It wasn't that kind of party, though. What's so hard to freaking understand? He wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. What's the point?
for
Now, do
5
you
years.
usually hit
For
it on the
5
first
years?
night? Yes or no?
Yes. Now for
Oh,
5
that's your
years.
problem, not mine, boo boo.
Right, that's my problem. So for 5 years.
And that's why you got issues with abortion.
So for 5 years, neither one of you were ready.
Oh, come on. It could have took 10 years.
It could have taken 10 years for you to sleep with your husband.
Yes, it could have. It could have took 30. It don't
Well,
And
matter.
I'm gonna ask you a serious
on
question. Do you
on
think
that
that it's
note,
normal to make a
I
man
think
wait 5 years sleep with?
I think we're going to end on that
Yes, we're
note.
going to end on a good note.
Yeah, let's end on that
T.P.O.T, are
note.
you hearing this?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
he's
end.
hearing it, but he's
Yeah,
cool.
let's end on that note.
Yeah, we're gonna end on a good
I,
note, bro.
I appreciate you coming through, Lady
Mm-hmm.
MA'AT. I appreciate it. You're always welcome to debate here. Just hit me up. You got my information. I appreciate you
That's
coming
right.
through.
Mm-hmm.
But I will give you kudos on this. Not many women will come up here and debate Brother J.I. He's taken on a few, but not many will come up here, and I at least got to give you kudos for that. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I appreciate you coming through
Appreciate
and
you too,
all
sir.
of that stuff. Hit me up. If you want to throw down again with somebody, another opponent, you got my information. Just hit me up. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
True.
All right.
True.
All right. I appreciate it.
So don't be so shocked, G.I. There are good women in the world.
Maya, there's nothing good about a woman that made her husband wait 5 years to sleep with him. There's
He
nothing good
wanted
about
to
that to
wait
me.
too, sir. Stop
This
playing
is
stupid.
madness. Listen,
No,
T.P.O.T
it's
came in
not.
here and
No,
decided
it's
to
not
save you.
actually. No,
T.P.O.T
it's
came
not
in here and
actually.
decided to save you
No,
because
no,
he felt
no.
No,
bad
I'm
for
just
you.
no, I just feel like that's a good place to end it. And like I said,
Yep,
like I said,
that's a
Lady
good
Maya,
place in it, Teapot,
I appreciate
Mr.
I appreciate
Xavier,
you.
my good
I,
brother.
I appreciate you coming through. Peace out.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
Peace
it.
out.
All right.
Salute.
Peace, brother
Peace.
T.P.O.T. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Brother J.I., you already know what it is, man. I was sitting here, I'm doing some other shit while I'm listening to y'all. And it just it it got to the point where, I had to go ahead and
It is ended.
I had to end it. I had to end it. And I don't usually do that. I had to end it.
You
I
had to
had to
show mercy. You
I
shouldn't
had
have
to end
stepped
it.
in, brother.
I had to end it. I had to end it. Cause like I said, I was I'm doing some bullshit paperwork, for tomorrow. And I had to end it. I had
Oh my God.
to end it. I had to end it. So
Oh my God. Teapot, she ought to send you a thank you card.
it
It's
is
about to
ended.
get bad.
Yeah. But
It's about to get bad.
but Brother J.I., you already know what it is. You already know, man. You hit me up. Well, actually, she wrote me first, though. I mean, Lady MA'AT did write me. I mean, because I
Yeah,
didn't even
I told
know.
her to email you.
Yeah, I didn't know what y'all had going on.
Yeah,
But
I
she
told her
hit
to
me up.
email you.
Yeah, she was like, X, I want to debate. So, I mean, I think I've heard of her. I think I've seen her before somewhere. Probably on Brother BMT's. But yeah, she hit me up. So I knew you was down. So I just went ahead and said, okay, I'll go ahead and
Oh yeah.
and set it up. But I appreciate it, Brother J.I. You already know what it is, man. Hit me up. You got my info, but I had to end it. I had to end it. But yeah. So I appreciate you, Brother J.I. As always, my brother.
Oh, appreciate you
As
too, brother.
always. Yeah, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Y'all get on down there, man. And if you agree with Brother J.I., go ahead, sign his petition and all of that. You can find it. Go ahead and I guess drop your link, J.I. If you're still in there, drop the link to your petition. Let me see. Do I have it? I don't even know if I have it. I thought I did. I thought I had it in my start folder. Brother J.I., if you're still in the chat, man, go ahead, drop your link. So you know. Yes, the answer is yes, Lady Maya. 20 years. 20 years. There it is. Brother J.I. just put his link in the chat. If you agree with Brother J.I., go ahead and hit that link and you will find his petition on change.org. Brother J.I. is the architect of this petition. So go on down there. If you agree with the brother, go ahead, get down there and support his petition. Your signature is needed down there if you agree. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, folks. Interesting night tonight. Pulled off a double header, because that's what we do here. So one more time, I'm going to hit y'all in the head with T.P.O.T's programming notes. Yeah. Like I said earlier, good folks, tomorrow, the gang will all be here. Second installment of the Reckoning series. Tomorrow we will be discussing hate watching. My man Jay Shine will be here, riding shotgun, of course, and a few more notable names. So I'm not going to tell you who the hell they are, but come through tomorrow, man. We're going to be discussing the hate watching, man. Second installment of the Reckoning series, man. Don't miss it. 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Then Wednesday night, big show Wednesday night, the one and only MOT, man. Tomorrow we'll be having a moderated discussion with the Green Gorilla, the G with the PhD. They'll be squaring off in a moderated discussion. You want to catch that one. That's going to be good. I believe they're going to be discussing why do PhDs cover for street folks? I believe that's kind of the gist. I probably got it wrong. Let me see. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and see what it. Let me see. I don't want to get it wrong. Why are PhDs protecting street culture and normalizing bad black outcomes is going to be the topic of discussion. Oh, I appreciate that super chat, brother J.I. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, so don't miss that one, man. That's going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern time right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You know. Then Thursday, the power of offense will be in the house. Brother Keith and Brother Rodney will be here, and they will be discussing reparations. They will be discussing voting rights, the 15th Amendment, and they will be giving some pushback. They'll be giving some pushback to the lawyer that was here. You remember Rhonda Dixon, Esquire, was here last week, and they have some issues. They have some issues with what she was saying. So I say again, I'm going to try to get the attorney back here so she can, I guess, defend her points. If I can get her in here, I will. But make sure you hear, man, Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know the power of offense will be in the house. Then we're going to end the week up, man, with a big show. Saturday, the brother, D.C. Glenn. Let me move this, damn it. The brother, D.C. Glenn, will be in the house. And I've been saying it all night. Brother D.C. Glenn is one half of the music group Tag Team. Whoop, there it is. He will be here Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. Yeah. So we'll be talking music. We'll be talking his musical career. We'll be talking about what he's up to now. What he's got going on. Is he back into music? We'll probably go back in the crates and talk about hip hop from back in the day when his platinum song hit. So you want to be here for that one too. That's going to be a good show as well, brother DC Glenn. also known as DC the Brain. He was known as back then. So I'm pretty sure he's going to want to take some of you guys' questions. He'll be willing to do that. So make sure you hear, man. The Catch DC Glenn of the Duo Tag Team will be right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page, because you Negroes know this is what we do here. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead, man, and wrap this thing up. Double header, long night. I'm tired. About to get ready to freaking climb into bed with my wife after I done smoked a cigar out on the deck. I'm gonna climb into bed with my lady, man, and get ready to freaking do some work tomorrow. Or do have to work a half a day, but I probably won't roll out of here till about 9 o'clock. So that's why my ass still up. Appreciate that super chat, brother KIT. Appreciate that, brother. My man, brother KIT, the official timekeeper. Remember, brother KIT, Wednesday, we throwing down the official timekeeper of the T.P.O.T debates. Yeah, so we're gonna get up out of here, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the two shows. If you missed any parts, go ahead, rewind it back, check it out. Like I said, man, kudos to Brother J.I and Lady MA'AT. I mean, because not many women are willing to come up here and, debate, especially debate Brother J.I, but she came up here, she did it, she's got guts, and hey, that symbolizes something. So shout out to Lady MA'AT for coming through. Shout out to my timekeeper, brother Keep It Techie. Appreciate you, brother, and I will see you Wednesday night. And y'all make sure y'all come through tomorrow, man, because tomorrow is going to be pretty good. Like I said, some of the more notable YouTubers will be here, and it'll probably be a couple YouTubers here tomorrow that you haven't seen in a while. Yeah, so be here tomorrow. Y'all know on Saturdays we throw down at 8 o'clock, so make sure you have your black behinds here, because y'all already know, if you don't, I will haunt your old black ass mama in her dreams. Yeah, I'm coming for mama. And then when I'm done with her, I'm coming down in the basement. And you are next. So once again, man, I want to thank everybody, man, for coming out tonight, man. Y'all know, all jokes aside, man, I don't take you good folks lightly, man. You good folks who hang out there, and you good folks who hang out in here, man. It's always appreciated. I don't take you good folks lightly, man. I never have, and I never will, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all the super chats, and I appreciate your participation, man, and you being here, man. I just do. It's always good, man, to be up here with you good folks, man. I'd like to think that when we up here, man, we actually have a little bit of fun, and y'all are the reason I keep doing this shit, man. I mean, I like doing it. I like being up here, man, fucking with you good folks, man. And I'm gonna keep pumping them out, man, and keep bringing y'all some hopefully some good shit, that you like and you're interested in, man, and you're willing to sit down and watch for a couple hours. All right. All right. So with that, I will leave you good folks with 3 words. Oh, hold up. Before y'all go, I want to show y'all some funny shit, man. My man, brother Nick Taylor was here. God, I wish he was still in the damn chat room, man. He was here last week And just watch for yourself.
Already had it in his mind. What I played on Led. I don't give a fuck what you played on. This is what I want you to do. Bing, 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 bing. That's what I do. It. Do it. There you go. Drummer. Guess who else used to do that? George Clinton. George Clinton used to do the exact same thing. Now you want to compare dude to go, nigga, hit the bitch, boom, hit her, smoke this shit, boom, hit it, try that bitch, take it off, hit it, hit them brakes, hit it, roll that way, hit the left. That's not. He ain't George Clinton.
Brother Taylor got that shit down packed, man.
I hear it coming out of people's cars, and I see these motherfuckers' heads in there. I'm like, what are you doing? Man, this shit is dope. You mean as in heroin? Man, hit that left at the end of the block, hit that right, watch the speed bump. Nigga, hit them brakes. Smoke these shit. What? What are they talking about? What does that even mean? How do you make a name? All right, Slide, you in the, what would you name that song? That's what you what? Somebody help me. This shit makes them, hey, there you go, Dollar Washer. Hit them brakes. That's it.
but Nick, you gotta have a chorus in the background, so check that. Hit brakes.
Look at Sly face. He like, hey, wait a minute. I think they own it. Look, SKC don't sign shit from him. Don't sign shit. Don't sign it.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, man. That shit was hilarious last week, man. Shout out to Brother Taylor, man. That shit was hilarious, y'all, man. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man, coming out tonight, man. And I'm just going to leave you good folks, man, with 3 words like I always do. Open your mind. And check out Brother Nick Taylor one more time.
Already had it in his mind. What I played on Led. I don't give a fuck what you played on. This is what I want you to do. Bing, 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 bing. That's what I do. It. Do it. There you go. Drummer. Guess who else used to do that? George Clinton. George Clinton used to do the exact same thing. Now you want to compare dude to go, nigga, hit the bitch, boom, hit her, smoke this shit, boom, hit it, try that bitch, take it off, hit it, hit them brakes, hit it, roll that way, hit the left. That's not. He ain't George Clinton.
Brother Taylor got that shit down packed, man.
I hear it coming out of people's cars, and I see these motherfuckers' heads in there. I'm like, what are you doing? Man, this shit is dope. You mean as in heroin? Man, hit that left at the end of the block, hit that right, watch the speed bump. Nigga, hit them brakes. Smoke these shit. What? What are they talking about? What does that even mean? How do you make a name? All right, Slide, you in the, what would you name that song? That's what you what? Somebody help me. This shit makes them, hey, there you go, Dollar Washer. Hit them brakes. That's it.
but Nick, you gotta have a chorus in the background, so check that. Hit brakes. Six.
Look at Sly Face. He like, hey, wait a minute. I think they own it. Look, SKC don't sign shit from him. Don't
Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost at $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks to the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, Paul. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up a paper till you read over and over and see white families? You think of the thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 40 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are that? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it'll start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Sack Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Weston House. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
San Antonio, Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect down, 10-4. 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your mind. Your mind. Your mind.
Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your mind.